and begin.
What's up, cool kids? This is Steel City Fandom presents Me, Him, and the Pickles, episode 4 for Friday the 13th.
There you go. I was hoping you would do it.
I was waiting.
You didn't disappoint.
Yeah, so we're all remote. Justin's with Dawn.
We're holding hands.
Holding hands.
Yeah. We went and ate dinner, and we made out for 10 minutes, and then now we're, the usual. Typical. Don't be crass.
Don't be crass.
Ken had Chinese food tonight.
I did. So I'll probably fall asleep here shortly.
We should start like a weekly bet. How soon until he falls asleep? If the camera goes off, it's over.
Well, I have to, because here's the thing. Soon, well, actually, maybe. The internet's going to shit the bed here soon, so I got to, preemptively...
That old excuse. Oh, my internet's slow. Meanwhile, Minnie's in the back uploading, videos and downloading playbooks and everything else, and, it's running just fine. Just lying, because he starts sleeping. Last week's sleep was just out of the blue. You were just talking, and then you were gone.
Was I snoring? Could you hear me snoring?
Yeah, I had to mute you. That's how bad you were snoring.
Did you, when you uploaded, did you go back to that?
No, I left it. I left it in there. Yeah, I totally forgot. It's in there. Well, it wouldn't be us if I took it out of there,
No, I wouldn't want you to take it. How long was I asleep for?
Oh, Brock, what do you think? 25, 30 minutes, maybe?
Yeah, easily.
Yeah. I mean, do you not remember this? That's how out of it you were. I literally said something to you about, a comic book where I was like, Ken, Brock, you guys remember that. You read that before. And Brock was like, yeah, that's true. And then I was like, what about you? And they're like, oh, he's sleeping. And we're like, all right. We're like, well, he'll wake up here sooner or later. I said, or he walked away. He probably walked away. I said, or he's on mute talking or something like that. And then we're just talking. Then you just hear, it starts to go. We're like, oh, shit, he's asleep. He's asleep. Now, that's bad, but none of it is worse than the time when you and I were having a phone conversation and you fell asleep mid-conversation. Now, we weren't on video, but that was a fantastic... I was sitting there telling him this deep story about something, and then I hear... And I was like, you fucking asshole. I was like, man, I hate you. It just completely passed out.
How did you got Saber's phone and recorded you yelling at me over the phone?
Yeah, I have to. I don't know where that video is. I have it somewhere, but I'm going, Ken, you big dummy, wake up! And then I'm recording the conversation.
I just was out.
You were out.
I go when my button gets pushed to fall asleep, I'm out.
No, just done.
Well,
and then you woke up and you were like, yeah, I'm here. Yeah, what? What's wrong? Really? And you were in just driving and completely out of it there, and you were in autopilot. I
tell you, when I need a power nap. I'm out. I need it. My body says shut it down, and that's what happens. I'm sorry.
See, myself, I really don't like, and this I guess is a topic we could do later, but I don't like to sleep.
So, well, okay. Here's the reason. Much like everything in your life, it's a fucking to-do.
Yeah.
And it's I need these pillows here, and I need this.
Well, it's not even as that. To me, it's a waste of time. I get angry when I get tired. Now don't tell me I obviously sleep in the mornings, will do things like that. But when I'm going in the afternoon and I'm like, fuck, I'm tired. I'm tired now. So I have to sit down, and 12 minutes later I wake back up. I'm like, all right, good. That's out of the way. And get back to what I was doing. I hate... And at night, last night I was watching TV. It was 11 o'clock. I'm like, I'm going to watch a couple episodes of Young Justice. And 10 minutes in, I was like, shit, I'm tired. I get angry being tired.
It's 11 o'clock and you're falling asleep. That's called go to bed. That's go to bed.
No.
Yesterday I got home and we were watching something and I fell asleep during it. And then it was 9 o'clock. I'm like, I'm just going to go to bed.
No.
My body's telling me I'm tired.
I got too much to do.
I can't. I couldn't do that either.
Yeah. I think a week ago it was 8:30 at night, and I put a coat of paint on the one cabinet, and I was sitting there waiting until it'll dry so I can do something else. And I sat on that love seat in our room, and I started falling asleep, and I just was like taking a little power nap, and she's like, Dawn, just clean the brush and go to bed. Like, you're tired. I'm like, it's 8:45, Sabra. You really think I'm going to go to bed at 8:45? I got so much I have to do still.
So here's the thing. That's you being a dick to your body. And, like, your body's telling you, hey, we need to go to sleep.
Ken, I've been being a dick to my body for a long time.
You're just punishing yourself because of not even anything real. Time is, like, just a manifestation of, like, it doesn't matter. Like,
Yeah.
the time, like, 9 o'clock isn't anything.
Yeah, but
Your
you know
body's
me with
saying
my
it's time to go to
routines.
sleep.
I had to finish the work I was doing. Then I want to go downstairs. I want to watch the rest of wrestling. And I want to work on my cube. And then I want to work on my thing online. I got to finish this stuff. Then I want to watch a couple episodes and have my peanut butter. Like, I can't do any of that.
I can't go to sleep. I gotta have my peanut butter.
I know. I'm the worst. I'm the worst of that. I don't know why.
You jam a spoonful in your gullet while you're walking up the stairs and go lay down.
I get it.
Yeah.
Like, after everyone else is in bed, I need like an hour to an hour and a half of just complete quiet in the house to let my brain shut off before I can go to
you
bed.
live by yourself. It's just you and your mother. Who else is making a noise in that house? What else is going on? What band did you have coming in? A bunch of troubadours making a racket in your house where you need quiet time.
No,
It's from all the stuff he was doing. You
It's-
have to shut it all off.
yeah, I need, like, after Mom goes to bed, I need time for my brain to shut down before I can go to bed.
Yeah. No, I mean, and look, I had young kids for a long time too. I remember what it's like being tired. Even then, I was so stubborn where, like, the minute, like, you know, the kids would all go to bed and the baby would go down, Saber would be knocked out right to bed. He's like, it's time to sleep. Where I'd be like, Alex going to be up in 3 hours, but, like, I'm going to watch TV. Like, I need some me time. I'd be like, I should be sleeping right now, but, like, I have to, like, I have to do this. You know?
I think the difference between me right now and you guys is I have drive time to be me time.
Yeah.
Where you guys are
Yeah.
home. and
I want
it's
that
like-
me time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, I have, you know.
Well, Brock, you
45
stay
minutes.
up pretty late, though, don't you, too? Like,
I do. It's the only way I can get anything done.
yeah. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you know,
Like, I know, like, my wife looks forward to when it's time to go to bed. Like, when we're driving home at 8:30, she's like, oh my God, can I go to bed now? I'm like, you can do whatever the fuck you want. You're an adult. Oh, is it too early? It's 8:15. No. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm like, why are you excited to waste 8 hours? Like, it's such a waste of time for me sleeping. I hate it. I hate it. It actually makes me...
I have been staying up this week, though, because I got into Fallout 4 again, and I've been replaying Fallout 4.
No, there you go. See?
Yesterday I fell asleep at 8 o'clock, but the rest... Now my wife's giving me... But the night before, Monday, I was up till 1 playing Fallout, because I got sucked into the storyline, and then the night before, I was up until, like, 11:30.
See, I totally understand what Justin was saying there. There's a difference between, even if you're home alone, there's the quiet of the nighttime, which I like that. I like when I'm watching TV and I can't hear cars outside and things going on and stuff, and I just watch in quiet, like, to unwind. That really unwinds me. That's how I get done for the day. You know, put the phone down, you know. But, I mean, we talked about my sleep stuff. All the shit and things I have to do, it takes fucking forever.
Sharing a hotel room with Don Biorgi is a process.
It's eye-opening. Huh?
I needed... It's something. It might as well be falling asleep on the beach with next to an orchestra because there's so much light and sound. It's like going to a 3D movie and like trying to fall asleep.
We're all big in this house. We're all big on rain sounds. My newest one now, I told you, I think I said this a couple weeks ago, is pink noise. I love pink noise.
What the fuck
Pink
is pink
noise.
noise?
Well, now you know how there used to be white
Pajamas.
noise.
Yeah.
Now there's green noise, brown noise, pink noise. There's
Brown noise is poop. Brown noise is poop.
yeah, it's just people shitting themselves. That's all it is.
Have you ever compared them? Do they sound any different?
The thing with pink noise is there's no thunder because it is like a rain almost, but there's no thunder. There's no
White noise doesn't have fucking thunder either.
White noise is just like.
It's just a
But what it does with the pink noise is it kind of like it'll calm down a little bit and it comes back up and then it comes down a little bit and I actually sleep better with it. Honestly, I do.
I won't criticize it until I've
To each
gone
their own.
online and compared them.
There's videos on YouTube where it goes pink and brown noise. I'm like, that sounds like a shocker.
That does not sound relaxing at all.
No, that sounds painful. Fucking pink and brown noise. That's the worst one. Anyway, that weird intro. Justin, what do we got today?
Lots of stuff. We're going to talk a little bit about the Olympics. We're going to talk about the Super Bowl. What else? Got a lot of toy news, it seems like.
Trailers, Wondermans, all
Yep.
kind of things. David Boreanaz,
Ugh.
my man crush. We got lots of stuff. First, we have some sad news to start off with. Justin.
Oh, sure, make me deliver the shit news.
That's right. You're the news guy.
We found out yesterday James Vanderbeek passed away from cancer at the age of 48. He's been battling it for a number of years now, and just it was his time. So, but at 48 years old, he's got a couple of children at least, I think. It's just sad. I mean, I remember Dawson's Creek was like my fucking high school heyday.
Yeah.
So,
Brock, did you see the post from Stacy Keebler about him?
No.
So, Stacy Keebler, I guess, and him were really good friends. And her post confused the shit out of everybody because she posted a picture with him like on his second to last day or whatever, you know, when he was still alive. And it was like the two of them sitting there, and she was like, he was sharing his wisdom with me. She was like, you know, he's an incredible father. He's always been a great husband. And all these people in the comments were like, when did Stacy Keebler marry James Vanderbeek? And it was like, you missed one word in there. Because one little line in the bottom said something like, him, like Stephanie and the kids. It was like something about his wife, you know, but it was like, but it took the whole thing out of context because people were like, Stacy Keebler married Dawson? And, you know, when did this happen? And other people were like, idiots, read the fucking post before you comment on it. Like, my God.
Can't do that. You just gotta look at the picture and read the headline.
But she was apparently really good friends with him, and she was there with him with the family when he passed. The last thing I saw for him, because I followed him, I saw when he posted a few days ago about that the new year should be in spring, not in dead of winter. And he was talking about how, like, most other countries have a new year. It starts, like, when spring's coming or fall or something like that. He's like, why do we do in the dead of winter? And he's like, I'm really looking forward to spring this year because that's when you should do your New Year's resolutions and all that. And then, like, 3 days later, he passed.
cancer sucks.
It does.
Yep.
This Savannah Guthrie mum thing keeps going on.
Yeah, I don't have any more info. So what's the update?
Well, did
on
you
this?
see that video they released of the guy at the doorbell cam? Like,
I saw a picture of it. I didn't see a
and
video.
he's blocking the video with like I don't understand how this lady can be missing for this long, and no one seems to know anything. So now apparently they're going to pay like $300,000 or something like that to this person. There's some big. They're going to pay him off, and they still feel she's alive. I don't think this lady's alive at all after this long. But I'm like, I said the other day, like, did Lex Luthor capture her? Like, why is this person able to outsmart everyone? The police, everyone. The FBI, everyone.
I still think it was somebody that they knew, and
Yeah, that's what I think too.
that's why. Because not only did they know to disable the Ring camera,
Yeah.
they also knew to disconnect her pacemaker from the app on
From
her
the
phone.
app. Yeah, so much stuff like that.
Like all this
Wow.
shit. Because basically what the app on the phone did was I think it would send out alerts to not only her, but like her family members if the pacemaker was having issues. And they knew enough to shut that off so they couldn't track her through that app. Like, this is this is either some incredibly sophisticated shit or somebody that fucking knows them.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
has to be. Like the
I think it's an extended family member.
Yep.
Yeah, and is it just a money thing? Like, I don't know. I don't know how Bitcoin and all that stuff works, but how is it not traceable?
The blockchain.
Because
I don't know what that means.
blockchain.
the addresses that you send to can be anonymous.
Yeah.
And it's the transaction will be recorded in the blockchain, but not who has access to the wallet that they send it to. And the wallet, the number that they send it to, it's like 30 some characters long, I think. So it's virtually untraceable. That's why I still kick myself in 2010 when I first heard about this. I was like, that sounds like something for criminals and shit to do on the dark web. I don't want to be any part of that. Now, 15 years later, I could be a billionaire, and I'm not.
So close.
Dark web.
Yeah, so I don't know. That continues, and it's just crazy. It's craziness. I took out that other topic because we already kind of went off on a topic. We'll save that for next week.
All right.
No need to get into that. We do have a debate topic of the week, though. And the one I chose this week is it acceptable to re-gift something you didn't like that someone else got you?
Yes.
Yes, on one condition.
Go ahead. What's your condition, Ken?
The person that gave it to you, you give it to someone outside of that circle.
Absolutely. 'Cause
Yeah.
you're going to get found out otherwise.
Yeah, that was my thing. Like, I don't think it's something I would do, but I won't hate on somebody that does it as long as the gifter is not able to find out.
It also, to me, depends what it is and how close you are with that person. So, like, if my mom got me something, was like, wait, have this, and then she's gonna be at this house and know that it ain't here, or I bought a better one, which I've had that happen before. It's like, well then, yeah, you gotta watch, because you gotta watch those circles, because sometimes they may mix.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You could always lie and say that you liked it so much that you went and got someone else the same one. It's an homage.
Not that smart.
But this just happened to me recently with something.
The gift card.
With a Loki statue and a Superman statue.
No, not the Loki. Well, there was the gift card. Yeah. I told that story on
Yeah,
here,
I think
didn't
you told that story
Yeah.
on the podcast.
Yeah.
No, it was a present someone got me, and I got rid of it. I think it was actually something that my mother got me this summer.
I hope she listens
What a
to this
jerk.
podcast.
No, they won't listen to it. My sister bought me a gag gift for when I turned 50, and it was like, and I ended up giving it to a little kid next door, because it was a toy. It was like making fun of it was like some kid's toy or whatever, a Batman thing, like as a joke. So that's not really that bad, I guess, but
That had incredible sentimental value
it
for your
did.
sister.
Yeah,
Colin.
she bought it at Dollar General. So yeah, I think it is. It's acceptable, as long as you go outside your circle.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
We all agree on that one. There's really no debate there.
Nope.
I think anything's up for regifting as long as you're smart
You're smart.
and it doesn't have PNC on it, where I used to work. A lot of those gifts.
Those considered.
So this past weekend we had the Super Bowl.
We did.
Most boring Super Bowl of all time.
Game wise, I thought it was the most boring game I've ever watched. I thought it was terrible.
Got a little exciting in the fourth quarter, but I mean, not exciting. They scored a little more in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I mean, I think that the Patriots were the luckiest team to even make it to the fucking Super Bowl, and I thought they looked like shit.
I didn't realize, apparently they had the easiest schedule of the 2025 season.
Yeah, and then Seattle was Seattle had a good defense and they played well, but they were just kicking field goals. Like, it's such a I know that's a winning strategy. I at least respect their coach that he stopped going for it on fourth downs like every other idiot in the NFC would go for it, the Bears coach included. Instead, he kicked field goals and you won off the field goals. But my God, that is not the game the NFL wanted to see.
No.
The Rams and Seahawks were way better than that. But, I don't understand why Drake May looked so bad.
Well, Seattle's got a superb defense. Like, their defense is very good. Like, so I can't say I'm not surprised, but
Yeah.
it was tough.
So game-wise, it was pretty boring. What do we think from a commercial aspect? Justin, you had some commercial notes here.
So it was really light on trailers. In fact, a couple of the trailer, like the Minions one, it wasn't even a trailer. It was basically, hey, our trailer's available online, go watch it. It was like a really short 10 to 15 second spot.
At least there's a trailer online. That Mando and Grogu trailer was fucking terrible.
It was dumb. They claimed that they were trying to just do a parody, that they didn't want to spend the money to put the full trailer out, and that's coming
At least
down the
put
road.
it online and say go check it out online. There was a Budweiser commercial, and they were like,
And that is, they were parodying the
And
Super Bowl Budweiser.
I get what they
commercials.
were parodying, and they were dumb because you were expecting like a real trailer there.
I agree. Now that does have a bunch of fan speculation now that they're saying, oh, it's the Tauntauns, they're going back to Hoth.
No, they're
Because
not.
they had that one, the original teaser where they had the AT-ATs, and then they have this with the Tauntauns. It might not be out of the realm that they go to Hoth, because there was that, like, the dark side cave there thing that Luke went through with the Yeti creature that attacked him, that maybe Grogu...
The Wampa.
Wampa, thank you.
Yeah.
That maybe Grogu needs to go there, wants to go there or something. It's possible. Is it super likely? Who cares?
Yeah.
But it got fans talking either in a negative way or, that was kind of funny. I can't wait to see the real trailer.
Yeah.
So it accomplished what it was supposed to accomplish, and it was a short spot, so they didn't have to spend $25 million for it.
Yeah.
So, the standout for me was Disclosure Day and the Project Hail Mary trailer.
Yeah, those were fine. Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to both of those.
It was just disappointing me that there was no trailer that, like, really... They've done that before, where they release these trailers, and you're like, wow, that looks really good. And you're everyone's out instantly on your phone looking at the YouTube, watching the full fucking trailer, because you're so into it. I thought a lot of the commercials were really dumb.
There were, I wrote down a few of the decent ones here. The Novartis, the prostate check commercial
For tight ends.
with the tight ends.
Yeah.
I thought that one was kind of clever. I called it immediately as soon as they said your relaxed tight end. I was like, this is either a fucking hemorrhoid commercial or a prostate commercial.
Yeah.
I didn't care for the Dunkin' commercial, but that seems to be everybody's favorite.
I don't see you as a big sitcom fan of a lot of those shows.
No.
You know what I mean?
I knew all of the shows,
Yeah.
but I just was like, this is dumb.
Yeah.
It was fine. It made me, laugh a little bit. Nothing really blew you away, though,
I did like the Pepsi Zero commercial with the old Coke polar bears. I always think it's funny when a mascot goes from one company to its competitor after their contract is over.
Yeah.
So that one I kind of dug. And then I saw a quote from some online news person that basically was saying, all I learned from the Super Bowl commercials is that our entire economy is being propped up by AI, cryptocurrency, boner pills, and
A lot of boner pills.
one other thing. And I was like, holy shit, he's fucking right.
Yeah, the medicines, the pharmaceuticals, they're all through there. You see their stuff.
There were like 4 Anthropic commercials. There were a couple OpenAI commercials.
Yeah, AI commercials.
What was that one AI commercial that was kind of scary? Like, if you don't get in on this now, you're going to be left behind, or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Which
don't
one
know.
that was.
I'm not sure if that was Anthropic or OpenAI, but I'm sure it was one of them. The one to me that was scary, and I didn't think about it until afterwards, was the Ring.com commercial. Did you hear the new service that they're offering?
No.
For the dog.
Yeah.
Find your
So
dog thing.
they're basically opening up their entire camera network.
Yeah.
That if you go on their app, the neighborhood app, and you report a missing pet, whatever, they can go to all the cameras in the area and start scanning for your pet, your person.
Who are they? Bruce Wayne and
what this is
and the
leading
Dark
to-
Knight.
exactly, and what this is leading to is it's going to allow anybody who's able to hack their system will be able to do that.
Because there's sometimes, Ring.
Or the government.
Don't they have cameras in houses? Some of the Ring cameras too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The government,
Yeah.
police forces,
Yeah.
without a warrant, they can just start looking at your shit.
Yeah.
So that and it's hidden behind this new policy.
Yeah. They didn't say, Morgan Freeman, put your password in and it'll blow up at the end. After you find the Joker. After you find that lost dog, you have to enter the code. That's fucking ridiculous.
It's insane.
Now, if
There's
you
a way
don't
to shut
off...
it off. It's hard to find it.
Is there a way to shut it off?
Yeah,
Apparently there is. Yeah, there's.
you can opt out of it.
All right, I'm gonna have to go through my app because I have like 6 Ring cameras.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
In your house or just on the
I have
outside?
1 in my house and 4 outside.
What's that watch like your mom and stuff?
Though the 1 is just upstairs. I
That
just
sounded
use
bad
it-
when I said that. Not like what?
I know what you
Your
mean.
mom has a disability. So.
No, it's the 1 is upstairs because I have that basically from the one corner of the upstairs living area you can see the entire upstairs.
Okay.
And so I just use it as kind of a security camera type thing.
Yeah. That's what I have with Vivint.
So
That's how it caught me falling down the steps a few weeks ago. Was the Vivint camera.
yeah, I'm looking for a system that is not so friendly with just giving out my images to shit.
I'm sure you need that to find people's fucking dogs.
Like it's if that
Use
was
the
all
dog
it was.
excuse for everything.
Yeah, I mean,
the-
if that was all it was being used for, I sure it's a nice service. I've lost pets before. It would be nice to be able to find them by having them pop up on a camera.
You know this
somewhere.
crew here. We don't give a fuck if your pet gets lost.
Yeah,
I
it's
know
a
you
bad,
don't.
It's a bad crew.
There's a
We
bad
don't give
crew
a
for
shit.
anybody gonna feel bad. My dog's lost in the neighborhood. Well, I looked on my camera. I saw it
Should have
dead.
put him on a leash.
I should have had it on a leash. It's dead in the front yard. Come get it. I found that.
But like, I get, but that's not what the purpose is.
Yeah.
I know that's not what the purpose is.
Here's my thing: is most pets nowadays have a chip. Like,
Yeah, but
Yeah.
most of those chips aren't trackable. And that's what they're claiming this is being used. You can't track them via the chip, but if they get picked up and taken to somebody who can scan it, they can find out who it belongs to.
Yeah.
But what Ring is saying that this will do is this will be able to tell you if your dog pops up on a Ring camera, you'll be able to basically track it through the neighborhood where it was or where it was last seen. Which, again, if that was all it was going to be used for, is a great service.
Yeah.
But I know there's more nefarious shit underneath it.
Yeah, that's weird.
So that's my rant on the police state and monitoring us all.
Monitoring things. What was your gambling commercials?
Well, and gambling was the other thing that our community is, because
Right.
there were like 4 the gambling on the Super. They were telling people how to bet on the Super
Yeah,
Bowl
yeah.
while it was happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gambling commercials are everywhere.
That used to be a big no-no.
You listen to anybody's podcast, I don't care who it is, there's always a gambling commercial in the middle of it for something.
Hey, if a gambling company wants to pay us, I'll happily shill out.
Yeah, come on, DraftKings. Gambling problem? Call 1-877. He said that real fast so you can't even hear. Who's calling that number?
Nobody.
But keep betting. Keep betting on all this shit. Oh, there's so many of those types of bets of like first thing that's gonna happen, first this, first that, you know.
Well, there's that one dude who now has done it twice, bet that there's going to be a streaker during the game, and he's the one that goes and streaks during the game.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Yeah.
He gets arrested, he spends the night in jail, and then goes and collects his $300,000.
Next year it should be like if he does it again, he gets the death penalty. Because streaking at the game is the death penalty. Then I guarantee you ain't nobody gonna fucking do it ever again. You get hung in public if you're gonna.
I doubt he actually got those payouts though.
He did the last time because they tried to fight it, and he took him to court, and the lawyers were the judge was basically like, "There's nothing written in this that says this isn't that's against the rules.
Yeah.
You gotta pay him."
It's bullshit. It's crazy.
And they were dumb enough not to change their rules for this time.
Did anybody do like the the football squares that people do for Super Bowl?
The box
I know
scores.
People want me to get in them, but I never win those kind of things. So
Me either.
I'd
And
rather have my $10.
I didn't want to do any of them, and at the last second, one of my old friends from high school reached out to me, texted me, and was like, "I need one more person. I know you hate these, but please do it." And he was like, "Venmo me $10. You get $5 on each sheet." I'm like, "Fine." And then I was so close at the end of the game because I had weird numbers, but the number that I had worked out was that if New England would have went down and scored, and then that would have been like the last point they got, I would have won the whole thing. And the last payout for the final score is the biggest. And I was like, oh, and I put it in our chat. I was like, oh, shit, I got a chance to win this. And then he throws a fucking pick six. And I was like, whatever, Drake May, you piece of shit. Like, my God, why'd I even open my mouth? I always get the worst numbers. I get 8 and 2, or, 0 and 4. So, yeah, that was that. So let's talk halftime show. A lot of controversy around the halftime show. Brock, what did you think about the halftime show?
I thought it was a good performance. I wasn't into the music because, I don't understand it. But the performance, the dancing and all the theatrics and stuff like that, I thought were well done, and a lot of work went into it. I bet it sucked if you were in the stadium, though.
I saw a lot of videos of people in the stadium were just standing there looking at their phones. They couldn't,
how could you follow that?
Yeah.
There's so many things. He's actually buried in a maze.
You'd have to watch the TV.
The stadium. I can't tell what's going on. But I mean, it was different. I thought it was pretty neat how it was one continuous shot, going through all those different scenarios, history and all that stuff. I thought that was well done. But yeah, I don't see what the big deal about all the controversy was. It's just another thing to divide us over.
Mm-hmm. Ken, do you have any thoughts on it?
With the Super Bowl itself?
Yeah, or the halftime show.
There's times in my life that I realize there's things that aren't for me, and that the halftime show isn't for me. and that's not a bad thing. And the music. I watched it, and I was like, to me, it felt very similar to the Kendrick Lamar halftime show, where it was just music that I didn't get into.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now I can appreciate the grandeur of it all and how it looked, but I also didn't think I understand what he was going for with his roots in Puerto Rico, but to me I didn't the fields and my favorite thing was the people dressed up like grass running around. I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah.
But everything else, I was just kind of I thought it was
good project management involved with that, laying that all out where everybody needed to be.
Did you see what they had to they had to.
You had to have marching band experience.
They had to have marching experience, be able to wear 60 pounds of weight on their body, and then be able to stand for 5+ hours.
Yeah, I mean, for a 15-minute performance, and their requirement was be able to hold that or wear that goddamn costume for 5 hours.
They didn't want anyone dropping dead on the.
Yeah,
that's nuts.
And they had to sprint because that stadium is connected to another stadium or another field, so they run from that other field and run to that field, then run back over.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a mile that they had to wearing that suit. So
yeah, I think the most credit has to go to whoever I got probably a marching band coordinator put the whole thing together.
I would guess, yeah.
I really wish they would just start having marching bands at the Super Bowl from now on.
Yeah, bring in the best ones, or go back to what they would do with the montage things, like they did. The last good one I think was the early 2000s hip hop crew with Eminem, 50 Cent, Dre, and all those guys.
Yeah, like a collab.
Mm-hmm.
Something that you can't see at a regular show. They're gonna. Well, they had. I liked that he had Lady Gaga and what's his name there?
Ricky Martin. I saw a thing after the show. It was if you recognized Ricky Martin without being told, you're old.
Yeah, I did totally.
Well,
I know.
How about our chat is that Lady Gaga? We had to think about it.
Yeah.
Just in seconds. Hey, that's Ricky Martin.
I can never tell who the fuck Lady Gaga is. She looks like a new person every time.
I hate this new trend where people don't have eyebrows.
Yeah, she looks scary.
It's so dumb.
Scary. So, I watched it, and I feel like as the resident Republican on the show, I should mention that I also saw the Turning Point halftime show, and I will say that was the dumbest fucking thing I've ever seen in my entire life. And I was so annoyed with fellow Republican conservative friends that I have who had to keep posting, I'm putting on the real show in 5 minutes. I'm like, shut the fuck up. No one cares that you're not watching Bad Bunny. We look like idiots doing this. This is a stupid fucking thing to do that we have to cry pull Kid Rock out of nowhere and pretend that Kid Rock is this Christian fucking hero now all of a sudden. And all the people that were like, do you hear Bad Bunny's words? They are so terrible. He swears and says dirty things. Have you ever listened to Kid Rock back in the day with the shit he used to say? And now he comes out of under a new name and sings a Jesus song. The way people use Jesus and God and all that to like justify that like we're so much better than you because we had a Jesus God halftime show is bullshit. It's such a disgrace to real religion. It's unbelievable. I can't stand it. All those country acts sucked. They were all horrible. They all sang the same fucking thing over and over again. I was embarrassed by it. As a Republican, I was embarrassed by it. That's how terrible it was. I was so fucking annoyed with it. Now, I will say on the flip side, I don't understand why Bad Bunny is so popular as he is.
I don't get it.
I don't understand
one Bad Bunny song.
Exactly.
Booker T.
Now,
That's the only one.
Now, my only knowledge of Bad Bunny was when he wrestled in the WWE, right?
And he was good.
And when he came out and wrestled in Puerto Rico against Damian Priest, he came out to that Chambea song, which is a great entrance song. I liked it so much, I actually went and watched the YouTube video thinking I'm going to download this song, and I couldn't get through it. Like, other than the beginning when they play the catchy stuff, I was like, this song is horrible. Like, it's just not catchy. Now, I don't agree with anybody, and again, I'll go back to the other side of the fence, who were like, I want to hear English songs. I want to hear English, blah, 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 blah. I get all that. But these are the same fucking people that on Christmas watched Andre Bocelli and his son sing Christmas songs in Italy and Italian and don't care. That's the same people that will listen to any other music in another language and don't care. I listen to K-pop music. I'm a 50-year-old man that listens to K-pop music. I have no idea what the fuck they're saying, but it's catchy and it's good. Like they do a way where they put like a chorus with a couple English words in it,
yeah,
so you can do the chorus with it, and then you can go back and kind of just mumble along. It's so much catchier. His music to me is not catchy at all.
Those songs all sounded identical.
They all sound the same. They have good beats, which like if you're in a club dancing,
the Latin music.
I could get to that. I mean, I thought the presentation was phenomenal. I liked that Bad Bunny showed people that these assholes were like, he's a Satanist and gonna wear a dress and do a. He showed a regular couple getting married. He showed a kid. The message was really nice and heartwarming. It was fine. But the rest of it, I'm like, this is so not me. Like, I can't get into any of this. And I don't know who listens to him. Because I saw a guy go around at like the Super Bowl interviewing the Seahawks and the Patriots. And they were like, I don't even know who that is. They're like, I don't know any songs. Like, no one knew anything. Yeah. And this one guy was like, I don't know anything. And he was like, dude, you're half Latino. And he was like, I don't know. He's like, I never heard of this dude before.
I don't understand it because before he performed in the Super Bowl before.
Yeah.
Yeah, with
Shakira, yeah, which I don't remember that.
I don't remember. The first exposure I had to Bad Bunny was wrestling.
And me too.
But that same week he first appeared on wrestling, he also hosted Saturday Night Live. He had a big performance at the Grammys. Like, all this stuff happened. I'm like, where did he come from?
And you and I, we were all talking about it going, who is this fucking guy? What'd you say, Ken?
The amount of streams that he gets on social or on Spotify and stuff is insane.
It must be all club music, like maybe music.
Something.
He's got a definite fan base.
There's one thing I do want to say about the Super Bowl and all the hoopla from the political sides. When did the Super Bowl become the 4th of July? Why can't we just have entertainment at the Super Bowl, and why does it have to be American entertainment?
Yeah, because
everything is that now.
Well, they think that football is an American thing and all that, unless it's not the Super Bowl. Because, like I said, I've watched a lot of other. They had K-pop people at the Thanksgiving show, at the Christmas one. They were singing Italian. No one gives a fuck when it's something out there like that. But it turns into a big political debate of this because that's what we do anymore. That's what
everything's a political
That's
fight.
what we do. That's what we do.
And it's really getting exhausting to just live in this world.
Well, and I'll tell you right now, and I'm gonna go on the other side of this, which maybe you guys won't agree with me, but the same backlash would have happened if Nicki Minaj was singing at the halftime show, because now she's a Republican, Trump person and all that. People would have been protesting it, and we're not watching it because it's the same. We all are all the same. We all hate each other so much. We hate people because of what they are and what they do. It's so fucking annoying anymore. It's so annoying.
It doesn't need to be that way.
And I tell you what, I have never been that way. One of my favorite people on the fucking planet is Larry David, and he's the biggest liberal on the planet. 3 of my best friends are liberals. One of my closest friends is the biggest fucking liberal I've ever met in my life. And I'm still friends with him. I don't give a shit what you do. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to talk about it. Just, if you like it, you like it. And the Super Bowl is the center of this bullshit anymore. And there's no change in it. There's no change in it.
And this is exactly what they want, is us all to be fighting over dumb shit like the Super Bowl halftime show.
Yeah.
While all this other horrible stuff is going on.
Yeah, and I left it on and I watched it, and it was fine. It was fine. But, people are still going on and on and on about it. But, I don't know. That's why I say bring back the marching bands. Maybe people will probably still fight with the marching bands.
I just want a performer on a stage. Is that too much to ask for?
In 1992, Minnie Mouse did the Super Bowl halftime show.
I did not know that.
I saw a video of it. Was 90. It was 92 till now, and it showed you the evolution of it. The person that started all this was Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Because before Michael Jackson did it in 94, 95, it was like 92 was Minnie Mouse, 93 was like marching bands and some weird thing. Another one was like all the Disney characters did a presentation. They were all.
They used to do the I'm going to Disney World thing.
It was like all that, and then Michael Jackson did it, and it was a huge concert. Then after Michael Jackson was like Paul McCartney did it, and then it was like all these people and Whitney, and it went on and on and on and on.
I don't think it was till the weekend though, where he did that whole big like theatrical thing where he was going through different parts of the building and
the
stuff like that.
Weeknd and Lady Gaga, I think, started where it was just a solo artist. Yeah.
I remember like NSYNC and Britney Spears and Aerosmith did one year, and that one was pretty cool.
Hey, Justin Timberlake and Janet Jackson.
He ruined it for a while.
Yeah, he did ruin it. That was a great performance.
All these old, like British invasion bands after that for a few years.
Yeah, U2 did it. Prince, obviously, I think, in my opinion, did the best halftime show ever.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite one too.
I actually thought the Weeknd's was really good. I actually thought Lady Gaga's was
but it was just theatrical. Like it was just not just like I'm sure like those they look good for us watching it on TV, but if you're there, it's probably boring.
Well, Jay-Z is the one that picks a lot of these. He's been the guy behind us for
and I
10
don't know
years.
how the hell he got like hooked into that.
I saw a video of when they did the LA guys, all the rappers in 2022. I saw this video of 50 Cent talking, and he said Jay-Z doesn't like him at all. Like him and Jay-Z aren't on good terms. So when he got all those people together, he was like, yeah, we're not inviting 50. Like, we're going to do Snoop, Dre, and all that. And Eminem said, well, I'm not doing it unless 50 does it. And he was like, M's got my back. That's my boy. And Jay-Z was like, well, and he's like, well, then you can count me out. And he was like, okay. And then he got 50 apart. He's like, he always got my back. But that was a good one.
Yeah,
that was a good one for us because we grew up on that.
Yeah.
Where my parents were like,
theatrical too. They had different sets and everything.
That was a cool ass set though, and I think if you were sitting in the crowd, it was all right in front of you,
except for the people on the other side.
On the other side, yeah.
My favorite thing about that was how everyone was making fun of 50 Cent for being fat. I said, I wish I was fat like 50 Cent.
I know, Christ. When he was hanging upside down. But yeah, that was good. I don't know. It's all over now. Now we can move on to other annoying, stupid shit.
Oh, there'll be something else we fight over and just give it a couple hours.
Yeah, we're going to fight on this show about some stuff. All right. Now, the thing we're going to fight about next is box office results.
Oh, I think my internet's going on.
Ken's going to sleep.
Oh, yeah.
Horrible weekend at the box office. Dropped down. Last weekend it was almost 85 million. Now we're down to just under 61 million for the whole weekend.
That's bad.
That Send Help movie maintained its number one spot with just over 9 million.
Mm-hmm.
a new movie, Solo Mio, which I don't know what it is. Haven't heard of it.
I know what it is. You want me to tell you what it is?
Sure.
So it's Kevin James goes over to Italy and he gets stood up at the altar, and then he still goes on the honeymoon or whatever and like finds himself. It's an angel Christian movie production.
Why are you screaming? What's wrong?
Do you know about the Super Bowl thing now? This just clicked.
He played the character at the Super Bowl.
Yeah, he sat in the crowd at the.
People thought like it was him there, like he got stood up like on a real date.
Yeah, well,
And
people
he
are
was real
dumb.
sad.
He was in a fucking tuxedo.
I know.
Yeah.
And I didn't get it.
It was promo for the movie.
He's a big method actor now, Kevin James. Is that his name?
Yeah.
And doesn't he star in Can Kevin Come Find Me, our game show that we
He
never...
does.
We never Kevin James does a thing on TikTok where he pretends to be a high school teacher.
Jesus.
And he just goes by this high school teacher name, Mr. Something or whatever, and he has like... He wears his hair a certain way, and he's yelling at the class.
How's he wearing his hair?
He has a wig on.
Okay.
And he wears it like weird, like you can obviously tell it's a fucking wig, you know, the way he is, and he'll come out and he'll be like, and he'll be yelling, and there's people in the background, I don't know who it is, and he yells at the students, and then he'll talk to the camera about what a rough day he has, and he never once breaks character that it's Kevin James.
That's pretty
It's
funny.
completely under a different person. So when he was in the stands with this Solo Mio thing, people were calling him that teacher name. They're like, why is Mr. So-and-so over there, you know?
Okay. No, I was like, what? This is so weird. Like, why would he be in a tuxedo and have flowers? Why does he look so sad?
For his movie to make $7 million. All that.
This is his, like, Angel Studios is like a Christian movies. They did that David animated movie that came out. It's the same people that put on the Chosen TV series.
Oh,
so, like,
okay. It's the Chosen people.
It's the Chosen people.
The Chosen is good. I've watched that before.
So,
yeah. Angel Studios.
Yep.
Interesting.
Studios.
No idea.
If you sign up for their account, their premium package sends you free movie tickets to go see Angel Studios movies in the theater. Then in like 62 hours, it comes out on their streaming.
And if you watch all the movies, you get a free ticket to heaven.
Did you hear the controversy about when they first started this? Like, they had a movie, like a theatrical movie, I forget what it was. It was one of the ones my mother-in-law insisted on going to see or something on her birthday. And at the end of the thing, you had to scan a QR code and sign up for the subscription service to see the end of the movie.
Oh my God!
Wow,
No,
that's hilarious.
I actually signed up for this. This is one of the subscriptions I have. The kids watching the shows on it. So
that's nice.
So.
That's
but
good.
it's also this Solo Mio movie is going to be out like next week on the app. So that's why I'm like.
That's why you were an expert on it.
That's
I'll
why
watch
I
it. I'll watch it on the app.
Kevin James.
And then Markiplier's Iron Lung still in the top 3. It's up to $36.5 million now.
Good for him.
He made this movie for $3 million.
Good for him.
So
What's it called? Aqualung?
Iron Lung.
Aqualung.
It's
They'll give him $100 million to make a sequel, and it'll suck.
Yep.
Yeah. They'll give him a big budget, and it'll be terrible. Yeah.
It's a horror movie based on a jump scare video game.
What?
Yep.
Moving into some movie news. On the Sony front, Jason Momoa is going to be starring in a new action movie based on the Helldivers video game series. Currently set for 2027 release. This game series is basically Starship Troopers, so I'm not sure what this movie's going to be about.
My kids love this fucking game. They play it every night.
It's
What
crazy.
game is it?
Helldivers.
Oh, okay. They're making a movie of it.
Yep, and Jason Momoa is going to star.
Of course. Jason Momoa would star in fucking anything.
A lot of Hollywood actors would do that.
My dad,
That's because Jason Momoa plays Jason Momoa in every movie.
Exactly.
That's also true.
My dad the other day when I talked to him on the phone before the Super Bowl goes, like, we recap everything he watches in the week because my dad watches so much television. You know, he's 82. It's his thing. So he's like, yeah, I watched this piece of shit movie. it had those two idiots in it. I was like, you're going to have to be a little bit more descriptive of who those two idiots are. He goes, you know, that one idiot that was Aquaman. I was like, Momoa? He goes, yeah, it was him and that guy. He's okay. That one guy, you remember him. He used to be a wrestler. I was like, Batista. And he was like, yeah, they were like brothers. He goes, it was terrible.
It was the Wrecking Crew.
Yeah.
Movie.
I was like, the Wrecking Crew? He was like, yeah, that was it. He goes, it was copy and paste of every other movie you've seen on Netflix.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, good review, Dad. Good review.
It's pretty accurate there, probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
But he watched it.
I won't be watching it anytime soon after that review.
Yeah, that review will get you. My dad's so excited for season 2 of One Piece, though.
Yes. But yeah,
What a few weeks.
March
Just have
10th.
a viewing party for everyone over the age of 60. 70 and up, a One Piece party.
We're going to have a party, and you're not invited.
I don't want to be invited.
Good.
Only if we're going to watch Delicious in Dungeon so I can buy all the stuff for it.
Yeah. That's what we're going to do. And we're going to cook and then eat demons afterwards. Stupid.
Okay. But yeah, like I said, the premise of this game is basically Starship Troopers, so I don't quite know how they're going to make an original movie. But whatever. I'm sure it'll be action-packed and dumb.
Yeah.
And then this, now, when I first wrote this note, the way it was presented to me was actually like a rumor of a leak, whereas now I think this is just more stupid fan speculation.
Mm-hmm.
Because somebody came out with the quote-unquote official team that Doctor Doom is going to have during Doomsday. And if this is the actual team, the world is fucked. Doctor Doom, Maestro Hulk, King Thanos, Mephisto, Captain Hydra, and the Maker.
Well, first of all, what would you need Captain Hydra, which is just evil Captain America, if you have the Maestro, Thanos, Mephisto, dog, and you're like, oh, here's a guy that just throws a shield. What the fuck would you have him, or even the Maker for? I mean, I know the Maker's smart, but, like, I don't know. You got, like, gods on this team. Yeah, that's pretty stupid. Who knows, though, with Marvel anymore? They might very well be.
I mean, I can see they've introduced Mephisto. I could see him making some kind of an appearance somewhere.
Maybe.
Maestro Hulk, I don't think is out of the realm because that was teased a while ago. Because I think Lou Ferrigno is supposed to be making a cameo in this
as Maestro Hulk.
Obviously, they would CGI him, but they would use his voice.
Oh, okay.
I want him to look just like he did in the 70s TV show.
Me too.
Wearing that gray hair.
Uh-huh. Looks like the Jolly Green Giant.
And I mean, again, actors lie, but the guy that I can't think of it.
Josh Brolin.
Josh Brolin has said, he's like, I'm raring to go. He's like, they want me to put the purple makeup back on. I'm good, but
I don't think you need any more Thanos in this.
I don't either.
I think Thanos had his run.
Yeah.
I think bringing him in any, even if it's a variant, cheapens his whole story arc.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they already cheapened it a little bit when they introduced the Loki TVA show and someone had a drawer full of Infinity Stones. You spent 20 movies telling you how great these Infinity Stones are, and then he just has them in a drawer. And it's like, they're nothing. Well, wait a minute. You released a What If show where a guy, they were so powerful in another universe that he fucking rewrote reality and killed a Watcher. Like, so are they a big deal in another universe or no?
And those shows came out in the same year.
Yeah. Like, so what really are they, Marvel?
Yeah.
They break their own rules.
They break their own fucking rules all the time.
They do. Yeah, I think the only one on this list that is probably real is Captain Hydra.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
And I think that'll be a cameo. I don't think he's going to be like a main feature of the movie.
The Maker is a really cool story, but like, other than being in Battle World and being like a version of Reed that was there, I don't know why. I don't know how they would ever get to that. I mean, it's such a.
It would be a long sell.
Yeah, they have so many. They haven't even done anything. They just.
I'm a little skeptical of this movie. I think it's just going to be throwing shit at the fan and seeing what sticks. And then it's just gonna be too much fan service. But then the
that's all they are. I feel like this is going to be the Super Bowl of fan service.
Uh-huh.
And it's 3 movies of it. If they split Secret Wars into 2 movies, it's 3 movies of fan service. Of people going, look, there's that guy. Look, there's that guy. Did you see that guy in the background? Because that's all they want. They want Soups and the rest of those clowns to make a thing where they're going, if you pause right here, you can clearly see that that's the maker in the background. Look at the helmet. And did you know that this meant this and that meant this? And oh my God. And it's like, oh, Christ.
It's like these people never seen a Where's Waldo book.
Oh, yeah. Ken, that's 1,000% exactly what it is. It's Where's Waldo to them is all it is. If you pause the trailer, you can clearly see, and none of it comes true. It's like, yeah, I think that's just in the background there, my dude.
I'm gonna start doing fake Marvel trailers, but I'm gonna just do Where's Waldo books. Like if you pause it right here, you're gonna see the man in the
put Waldo in there.
Yeah.
You can see half of a red cape. Superman's there.
It's the crossover we've all been waiting for.
Don't give it to me in movies until you give it to me in Lego games. You do it in Lego games, and you can have it in movies.
All right. Warner Brothers. So I completely forgot all about this. Apparently, Mortal Kombat 2 was originally supposed to come out last October. And they gave us that original trailer in like July or August, and then we didn't hear anything for like 6 months. And it was because the movie got delayed until May 8th of this year. And everybody was waiting for a Super Bowl trailer or something like that for it, and it never came. Well, they finally came out and announced we're waiting for the trailer to debut at the IGN Fan Fest in February, the end of February.
Mm-hmm.
So the new Mortal Kombat trailer will be February 25th, available online, and then the movie comes out May 8th.
Okay.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah. We already touched on this first one I have for Star Wars with fans thinking everybody's going back to Hulk.
Yeah.
Or Hoth. Hulk. So not much else to talk about there. It was a dumb trailer, and
yes,
they should have given us something more.
Yes. Agreed.
A lot of praise right now for that new Chris Hemsworth,
Halle Berry
movie, Crime 101.
Yeah, this looks good.
It's got like 100% on Rotten Tomatoes, and it's...
I mean, not good enough for me to go to the theater and see it, but I'll watch it on Netflix whenever it comes out.
Whenever it hits.
The thing that's so annoying about this is I'm so tired of these 3 superheroes in other movies and their interviews on every talk show thing where they're like, Jimmy Fallon's like, Halle, you're not in it as Storm? Is she in it as Storm? Are you coming back as Storm? No. And then Ruffalo starts laughing, and then Ruffalo's giving it away again. He gives it away. I'm like, okay. Every show they're on, they have to bring up the Storm thing, the Storm. And
Halle Berry was on Colbert by herself.
Yeah, I saw that.
But Hemsworth was on the next night. She's like, do me a favor. He's going to hate you for this, but do me a favor. Ask Hemsworth why I'm not in Doomsday.
Yeah. That's so annoying. I'm like, look, I don't care if she's in it. I don't care. No one cares.
I like that other Storm better.
Yeah, I like the younger Storm better, too. I mean, Halle Berry was fine as Storm. I mean, she delivered one of the best lines ever in a superhero movie. Don't you agree?
What, with the Toad?
When she told Toad, guess what? Do you know what happens to a Toad when it gets struck by lightning? Same thing that happens to everything else. That's the dumbest fucking line ever in any superhero movie. I remember being in the theater in 2000, so enamored because my X-Men were finally on a movie, and I was like, oh yeah, they're gonna fight the Brotherhood. I was like, oh, that was a dumbass fucking line. Why did she say that? Who wrote that? Who wrote that was like, that's a bar right there. That's so dumb. It's years later, it's still the most cringiest line ever.
That's funny.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but these 3 are having fun. You know, Mark Ruffalo's smiling. Ruffalo's always smiling, looking like
Ruffalo is probably high.
He's giving away details. I tell you what, the older he starts looking, he's going to be Maestro Hulk in a few years without any CGI.
Oh, I love it.
Hemsworth looks like he doesn't age a day.
No.
Dude, that dude. Crazy.
And then we now have an official release date for The Mummy 4.
Yes.
With Brendan Fraser and Rachel Weisz coming back May 19th, 2028.
May 19th.
What's wrong with May 19th?
I don't know. That's Kane.
Oh.
Remember that?
I don't remember that, but...
Is that Katie Vick?
It might have something to do with Katie Vick, but if you said May 19th, he would beat people up and go crazy.
He would go nuts.
What was the number that Abyss went crazy for?
10, 10, 10.
Yes.
Yeah, that was that big date. Oh, the good old days. All right, let's move into Netflix. Streaming news. We got some things in here.
I was trying to look up a little stat here, but I can't find it quickly, so I'll figure it out later. Yeah, so Netflix, we finally got a full, 2.5 minute trailer drop for the new season 2 of the One Piece live action.
Trailer was phenomenal. Can't wait for it.
It looks fucking ridiculous. I am so excited for this.
Me too.
Chopper's adorable. Katie Seagal as Dr. Correa looks amazing.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting the wax statue scene. We're gonna get to see Zoro do his stupid pose.
Now I saw a really crazy stat for this for the guy who plays Sanji, Taz Skylar. They show a clip in this scene of when him and Luffy are in they're all ripped in that one scene or whatever. Did you see what he did to himself?
Yeah,
to look like that.
It's insane.
So he's super ripped in this scene. He's the guy that plays Sanji, the cook. He's a martial artist, all that. He's in shape to begin with. But he has this crazy 8-pack of abs and muscle, and he's all ripped because it fits the scene, whatever. So he wanted to look perfect for it and didn't want any CGI help. So he what was it? He starved himself from food for 3 days and a water diet for 2 and no water for 2 days.
No food for 3 days, no water for 2 days. In between takes, he was taking oxygen to pump up, so that basically the oxygen he was using to keep awake, and he was doing reps with curls.
I'm
and all this
it's
shit.
Not that important, dude.
I
Don't
know.
kill yourself over a roll. I mean, it's okay. You're already in good shape. We don't need the abs to pop that much,
What I want is a response from Inaki that was I just skipped water that morning. Dude, obnoxious thing to completely...
Inaki plays Luffy. That kid's in great fucking shape, too. I mean, these dudes really
shape.
take their role serious, but...
They do.
Yeah, that's a little wild. Imagine 3 days not eating and 2 days no water either. I don't think I can last an hour.
I mean, that professional bodybuilders, when they're getting ready to go on stage, that's their final few days of prep. That's what they do, the same thing.
It's so unhealthy for you.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, One Piece. Couple weeks.
Coming March 10th. So Netflix, a little bit of controversy. Apparently they were giving some contracts to new German voice actors that do anime dubs to make the German dub of anime. And in the contract, there was language basically saying that Netflix could do whatever they wanted with their voice to train generative AI.
Wow.
And the head of their voice actors union was like, no, they're not going to sign this. And Netflix tried to come back and they're like, no, we're not, we would never use their voices without their consent and yada, yada, yada. It was a really just lackluster response from Netflix, and it's very possible that the German voice actors are going to tell Netflix to go fuck themselves.
I would too.
So we'll see if they come back and change the language in the contract, but I looked at the sections in the contract, and it is so ambiguous that they could do whatever they wanted to.
Of course.
So yeah, that's kind of sucks, because that shit needs to go away.
It's not going to.
I agree too.
Disney Plus, I'm not finished with Wonder Man, but I think I'm around episode 4 or 5 now.
So we can't talk spoilers yet.
Not for the end of it. No, I think I'm on episode 6. I think I only have a couple episodes left. But I hope these last 2 episodes are great. The show, it's all right, but it's not blowing me away at all.
The ending was good. We'll talk about it after you watch it.
The one thing that bugs me, that I don't know if they figured, Does his brother know he has powers? Or does
they
he
never
just
really tell you that. I think he does.
Because, like,
I think so.
If he doesn't, he's the biggest asshole piece of shit ever.
You saw the kitchen scene, right?
But again, if he didn't know he had powers, that's an accident by a kid. Like, and you hold a grudge like that over your younger brother the rest of his life?
I don't know if he knew that at the time, but I mean, I don't know.
I don't know. I just think his brother, and I understand his brother becomes a villain in the comics.
Yeah.
But,
well, there's more to the brother, I think, that you haven't seen yet, that you'll see.
Yeah, I don't know. I just, from what I'm at now, his brother is the biggest fucking piece of shit.
I agree with you, Brock, though. The ending kind of threw me. I didn't really understand it, but we can talk about it next week once you finish.
All right.
A little strange. Speaking of strange, this next subject, you know.
Yeah, I didn't have anything going on in Max or... You aren't watching the Night of the Seven Kingdoms, are you?
No,
okay.
I don't know. I'm not there yet.
So I didn't have anything else for Max. Yeah, so we got the full trailer this morning for the new Spider Noir show. That's coming to Prime and MGM Plus. I had to go and do some research this afternoon because the one article I read on it made it sound like it was only going to be on MGM Plus.
Yeah.
But then I went and found another page that said no, it's going to be on MGM Plus and Amazon Prime.
Okay.
So we will be able to, if you have Prime, you should be able to watch it. I think it looks fun.
I don't understand. I mean, you guys said in here that you thought this looked pretty good. I thought it looked so stupid. I think it looks like cosplay dumb. I don't understand why this is a show.
I mean, I don't necessarily understand why they're doing it, but I think it looks kind of neat.
62-year-old Nicolas Cage, like he's a superhero now, and they're doing a. I never got the allure of Spider-Man Noir at all. I never understood why people like it. I understand he had some funny jabs in the Spider-Verse show or whatever.
In the animation, I think it works a lot better in animation.
I think it does
so
too. Like this has live action. I'm like, why? But it looks like they spent a lot of money on it too.
I think they did.
It's Marvel Studios too, isn't it?
No, this is a purely Sony project.
Well, but the weird thing with it is I heard that, like, they're not calling him Spider-Man. They're calling him just the Spider or something like that. Because it's called Spider Noir, right? It's not Spider-Man Noir.
Yeah, it's just Spider
So
Noir.
they're not calling him Spider-Man, and he's going by Ben. I don't know if it's Ben Reilly.
It's Ben Reilly. There have been pictures of his office. It's Ben Reilly, detective.
So he's not Peter Parker. He's Ben Reilly. I don't think they're going to call any of these people, like people like that looks like Electro. I don't think they're going to use any names.
So it is Sandman is supposed to be...
And I don't think they'll call him Sandman.
Really?
I don't think so. I think there's something about the way they're allowed to do this, however they're doing it, that they don't want to be using, like, because why would he be Spider-Man Noir or he just goes by the Spider in this, which is weird. Because the name is just Spider Noir, right?
Yeah.
It's not being Spider-Man. It should be Spider-Man, you would think. But I think they're trying to throw people. I don't know what they're doing with the show. Again, it's very strange. Ken, you liked it, right?
Is that what they called him in Spider-Verse?
I think he was Spider-Man Noir in the Spider-Verse.
Okay.
But I'm not 100%. Ken, are you looking forward to this show, and why? Oh, God. Is he sleeping again?
I think so.
Okay. He's gone. So, yeah, I don't know. It was a strange one. What do you got next? We got anime.
Sorry, I skipped off my screen. Yeah, Sony's made a new acquisition. They bought the Egg Firm, which is the anime studio behind Sword Art Online. I think this is the third major anime studio that Sony's bought in like the last couple years.
This is their new thing, moving into that world, huh?
They're doing a streaming service, I bet.
Maybe.
A lot of people are moving into anime. They're starting to recognize how popular it is.
Netflix has a lot of them.
Yeah.
There's so much of it out there, too. Like, there's stuff that we've never even heard of, I'm sure.
I mean, if I go onto Crunchyroll to find my show, I go, what the hell is all this stuff? There's so many of them. I don't know how you can keep up with all of it.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Well, that's their primetime TV in Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. You're right. They don't watch a lot of the other stuff. They just watch that.
Mm-hmm.
That and K-dramas.
Yeah.
which is hilarious.
That stuff's strange.
But yeah, so they picked up another studio. Brock, you're probably right. I wouldn't be surprised if they... Well, no, it'll just go to Crunchyroll because Sony owns Crunchyroll.
That's right.
Yeah.
They got rid of the free version too.
Yeah,
They did?
we talked about that last week, I think. They upped their prices.
Mm.
If you were an existing member, your price doesn't go up until March. But if you're a new one, it started February 1st.
And nothing angers me more than Crunchyroll. I hate that app. It works like shit on my TVs. I don't know why. Like, I go into a thing and it starts playing. I'm like, I gotta go back out. I go all the way too far. And then it won't... I click on a thing, it won't play it. I'm like, oh, this fucking app. I get so annoyed with it.
I usually just watch it on my computer, so I'm just going to their website.
It works much better on a computer. Try it on a Roku TV. See how it works. It's a fucking nightmare.
That's where Mom watches One Piece, is on a Roku.
Yeah. Your mom is a lot calmer than I am. She's not screaming and yelling. Bro.
This is true. True.
I'm built different.
Moving on, the big news of the night. Dawn's boyfriend coming back to primetime TV on NBC. David Boreanaz will be leading a reboot of The Rockford Files.
Who the fuck was in the Rockford Files?
It's from 52 years ago. I have no idea.
I'm sure there was a demand to bring back the Rockford Files. Can he come back as a vampire?
No, he aged.
Or at least in bones?
Um,
He did age, Brock.
The Rockford
They can
Files,
de-age everybody.
The Rockford Files have been referenced in a number of other TV shows.
The
Part of
Rockford...
the Law and Order universe.
They talked about it in Gone in 60 Seconds.
James Garner was the Rockford Files.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, this show is older than all of us.
Wow, James Garner died almost 12 years ago at 86. I don't think anybody from the original cast is even alive.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Probably not.
So.
Gretchen Corbett is. My grandpa used to watch the Rockford Files.
There you go. I bet your dad knows what it is.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'll be like, yeah, that show was good.
He hated it.
And then we got a Super Bowl commercial announcing The Burbs.
Which is already on.
Yeah, I didn't
It
realize
started playing after the Super Bowl.
Yeah, so it's available
Yeah.
on Peacock. Keke Palmer is apparently leading it.
I love Keke Palmer. Does anybody remember True Jackson VP?
Yes.
Which to me had one of the most banger fucking intros ever in a TV show. Like, my daughter used to watch True Jackson VP, and I used to fucking love that intro. It would be like, oh, the intros, I come in and start dancing. That was a banger of an intro. You probably don't remember it, but go look it up, play it one day. I love that song. When Paige is here, we'll put True Jackson VP. We'll listen to the iCarly intro, go right to the True Jackson intro, and Brock, of course, the Victoria Justice intro. And it was phenomenal. When Brock would come over to my house on Thursday nights, a long time ago, when we were much younger, and hang out, we'd watch Victorious. And my wife would be like, I know why you two are watching this show. We're like, nothing's bad on this show, because, like, Victorious was good. The music was always good. It was entertaining. That's where Ariana Grande came from.
It is.
She looks way different, but yeah, she was in that. And Victoria,
God, she played an airhead in that show.
she's so funny though. She's so funny on that show. That was a great show.
But yeah, the Burbs, man. I love that movie.
Was that Tom Hanks?
Yeah, it came out in 1989.
Wow.
I love that movie, but I don't know what they're gonna do for a series.
It looked good what they showed. Like, they showed that little preview during halftime.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it, but
I don't have Peacock, so I'm not gonna watch the show. But
We love Peacock.
Peacock's a decent app for the price.
Yeah. Speaking of
It
Tom
was good
Hanks,
for me watching Sunday Night Football all year. 'Cause
Yes.
I don't have cable.
it was definitely good for that. I had a funny Tom Hanks story. You guys will get a kick out of this. So I saw this clip today of, I saw this guy that does like things that were going to happen in movies. So, in what's the movie where he's stranded? What's
Castaway.
Castaway? There's that package that he has. Did you ever hear the package theory? It had the wings
I don't
on
think
it.
So.
Doesn't he deliver it at the end of the movie?
He delivers it at the end of the movie, but you never found out what were in the package.
I thought it was ice skates.
No, ice skates were in another package. He opened the ice skates.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you got it all confused. Ice skates he used. So he had the angel wings on it, which stopped him from opening it. And he, put it to the side.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
the director of it said once that what the story was supposed to be, if you go back and watch the movie, there's a guy with a young wife, and he says something like, "Oh, don't worry, I shipped that back to my ex. I don't want that anyway," or whatever. And that's supposed to be that package. When you see him deliver it at the end, you see the name of their ranch. His name is knocked out. So there's a hole where it just has her name and then their last name. So it was being sent back to her. Apparently it was supposed to be 2 jars of this like salsa that she made on the farm from there, because they had a vegetable farm, and like this letter to him about like, "This is all you were worth to me," or something like that. It was like a whole thing like that. So he said, yeah, and they never did it, and blah 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 blah, and they like put it, and they're like they cut the ending out, so everybody always wanted to know what it was. When the comment, this one guy was like, "No, that's not what it was. It was a satellite phone in a plastic bag. It was like rations. It was all the stuff," and people were like, "Yeah, I remember that. I saw that. That's real. It was like all these things that could have got him off the island." These people were referencing an SNL skit from the 90s where they did a fake commercial for Federal Express where one of the actors, like Tom Hanks, delivers it to the lady, and he's like, "I've always wondered, that package saved my life. What's in that?" And she's like, "Oh, it's a satellite phone," and she starts opening all these things. People were remembering that skit and were commenting going, "No, that's what it was. That's the real ending. That's what you think." I saw it somewhere. They're like, "You're thinking of the SNL skit from 30 fucking years ago."
That's hilarious.
Yeah. But anyway, I thought of that when you said Tom Hanks. The Burbs.
I don't have any new video game news this week.
No, but we got a lot of toy news.
Toy news.
So we're going to start with Super 7, and I'm going to read you some of the things. Brock, I'm sure you've seen some of these with Super 7. But Super 7 is announcing things left and right. So they're doing My Little Pony. Now, they haven't said any. Listen how vague these all go. So they haven't said if it's reaction or if it's figures or
Just
what
logos
it's going to be. So it's My Little Pony. The next one they were announced is De La Soul, the band, the rap group from the 90s.
Okay.
Furby.
Reaction figures.
Furby.
Oh, God, don't bring those demonic little shits back.
They never went away.
MTV.
Those will be reaction figures.
What, are we going to get a fucking Kurt Loder action figure?
Invincible.
That'll be cool.
Now, Invincible...
Those will be Ultimates and reaction figures.
Which they should, because Jada Toys acquired the license for Invincible, but they got the Invincible cartoon. So their line that they're doing, their first wave is going to be Conquest, and then Mark and his younger brother from that fight scene that ended season 3. So like they are based off that. They look like that. If they got just the cartoon or they got the comic, there's a lot more characters that haven't been introduced in the cartoon or haven't done if they're doing the comic. So it'll be interesting to see. You go from no Invincible figures to possibly being able to get 2 different kinds. Before we get to the one that I like the most, the one that came out a little bit ago, Justin, is Super 7 and Law and Order.
Jesus Christ.
I just want a Robert Munch figure.
Mm-hmm. So Law and Order, which is
Or is it Richard Munch? What's his John Munch?
Yeah, whatever his name was. Richard Belzer played him.
Richard Belzer played him, but he played John Munch in 11 different TV shows.
11 different TV
shows.
yes. So
I want an Ice-T figure.
Yeah, so I don't know. That may be reaction, or it may be board games, or I don't know, something. Who knows? Clothes. But the one I was the most excited about was Visionaries. If anybody doesn't remember Visionaries, it was a cartoon in the 80s. It only lasted maybe 24 episodes, but it was going off the He-Man stuff of a world of technology that like the technology died. So later on they introduced magic to reinvent all their technology. But they were inventive at the time because unlike the 3 1/4 inch of G.I. Joe and Star Wars, they were 4 1/2 inch. So they were a little bit bigger, and they would have like a hologram on their chest. Did you ever look up Visionaries?
Yeah.
They had a hologram on their chest that would turn into like whatever animal they were. So the leader's name was Leoric, and this lion would come out, and then his body would disappear, and he was the lion. So they could turn into bears and monsters and things. Then they had staffs that like they would chant the incantation, and like the one guy who was an archer, a giant archer, would come out and shoot an arrow, and they'd have to recharge their staffs and all this. It was such a good toy line. Like, the vehicles were so cool. The figures were detailed back in the 80s. I'm super excited about it. If they do this, I'm going to buy a lot of these and have no room for them. But I hope they don't do what Super 7 normally does and kind of just abandon toy lines.
After 2 waves?
After 2 waves. Because that's totally what they did with the Dungeons and Dragons cartoon wave. They released 2 figures and said, and a $300 dragon, and we're like, oh, no one's ordering it. Maybe start with characters people actually like, a.k.a. Venger. So Super 7's announcing a whole bunch of stuff. Hasbro had a whole thing of Legends waves. There's supposed to be more coming this weekend. They gave us a retro, Secret Wars line that they keep doing. An absorbing.
I like that Constrictor figure a lot.
And I have Constrictor, so like a lot of these waves were like, and I get it because I was in this position once as a new collector where you missed out on a lot of cool baths and a lot of cool figures. So this is a way to get them because Constrictor was an old figure. So I may get the new one. I really like the Magic figure with the new Mutants outfit because then I put my other Magic on my Midnight Suns shelf and now I can have that one. So I'll get her. The Daredevil figure is nice. They haven't made a Daredevil figure in 10 years. So he looks cool. And then Absorbing Man I thought was kind of stupid. They could have put some kind of stuff that he absorbs maybe on Absorbing Man. He's just a guy he's just Crusher Creel with a shirt off. Like you could have gave him like another arm that was like steel or something like that. So that one was kind of lame.
They'll sell a pack of arms later or something.
Yeah, and then they're doing things like X-Men 97's releasing Archangel again, which looks good because he comes with the compactable waves. He's more shelf friendly as they called him. Onslaught's getting a release. So the one that I kind of liked the most was the 90s Avengers look. I think I might be one of the only people that loved the 90s look of the Avengers when they rocked those outfits.
Hey, that was my favorite incarnation of the Avengers. Triathlon was on that team.
Yeah, he was. And they were cool. I mean, if you go and read the book Avengers Crossing and look up The Crossing, that team that was on there, Quicksilver's outfit, Black Widow looked great, Scarlet Witch. I mean, Thor had that crazy outfit, Giant Man looked great. If they make them all like that, I'll probably buy all those. I like the look of those Avengers. I thought that was pretty cool.
It was Black Widow and Quicksilver, right?
It was Black Widow and Quicksilver. People are like, well, why are they together? That seems odd. I'm like, they're on the cover standing next to each other. Where they debuted those costumes. So that was cool. Couple other little things. The rumor going around is over the weekend they're going to release the next Magic the Gathering wave. Their crossover with that. And the 2 characters they're saying are supposed to be in it is Doom 2099 and Hulk 2099.
That'd be cool. Doom 2099 is one of my favorite characters.
Oh, I love him. If they do that, that's and that does well, maybe I'll finally get the X-Men, which I've been waiting 10 years talking about it. So
I don't know why they haven't done them yet, especially since they've done the X-Men ad nauseum over and over and over again.
Oh yeah,
like the same characters.
Yeah, they just remake with different ones and re-release.
I'll say this: Maggot should not have had a figure before any member of X-Men 2099.
Maggot and Marrow, neither one of them.
Marrow was kind of important for a little while.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
Maggot,
I mean,
how long was he around?
Not long. Yeah, he's like Storm's butler now, Maggot. So yeah, that would have been cool, but we'll see. Transformers is doing a whole bunch of these 86 reissues, so those released tomorrow. There's a new Shockwave in it. I was very down on the reissues of the 86 because a lot of them I own. And then I went to Target last night and I saw the 86 Soundwave and it blew my fucking mind. And I instantly bought it, and he is amazing. He looks like he's right out of the cartoon. He blows the other one away from Earthrise from the Netflix show. So now I have to get the Thundercracker and the rest of them that they're going to release.
There you go. They got you.
They got me. They got me really. And I got another piece of Bruticus, so that was good. So, yeah, a lot of things happen. It'll be interesting to see what they announce else. They have a lot of other ones. Finally, we're getting a Power Glide. We haven't had a Power Glide in a while, so. Transformers. I'm hoping the announcement shows that maybe who the next Combiner team. I'm hoping for the Protectobots, but we'll see.
Speaking of Transformers, are you collecting changeables at McDonald's?
No. How's your collection of changeables coming along?
I think we have 5 of them so far.
How many are there? 50 of them.
16.
Oh, jeez. How many?
Yeah,
How
we
many?
got a lot of dupes.
How many McDonald's a night? A day?
Well, each time we go, it's I get a Happy Meal too, so it's 4 Happy Meals, 1 for each kid, and then we end up getting 4 of the same toy.
Yeah, of course. What do you do?
I think they erased the old school way where they're like 1 or 2 a week or something like that. Remember how they used to do it, where you had to go every week to get the old.
So do you
collection?
only eat a Happy Meal?
No.
You get some others with it.
I usually get a Happy Meal and a $5 meal deal.
Okay. I thought I heard the big guy. Is he awake?
I'm awake.
How was that nap this week?
It's good. It was good.
I
I heard changeables and I had to perk up.
Well, there you go. Welcome back. You
Thanks.
made it through all that stuff. Brock, you had some toy news. There's a G.I. Joe TMT crossover, huh?
Yeah, that's coming. That was rumored for a while, but I think it's officially been confirmed.
Mm-hmm.
For April, I think.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't put that on there. I think Justin did. I put the next thing on there.
Yeah.
Um,
You brought this up because I made a new diorama for my Dreadnoks, and then you and Ken had to keep saying over and over, add Bebop and Rocksteady to it. I'm like, I'm not fucking putting Bebop and Rocksteady in my Dreadnok hangout.
Should.
and then I sent you the picture of Bebop and Rocksteady as Dreadnoks.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, it's a good fit. They would be. That is a good, clever pair up.
I just wonder what scale these are going to be. They look like they're that weird 5.5-inch scale.
You never know with Turtles figures and the way they scale. I mean, when they combined with He-Man, they were He-Man scale. But yeah, these I don't know.
I doubt they'll be 6-inch. Playmates never makes anything 6-inch figures wise.
Yeah. I can't really. I mean, I get the Snake Eyes. The boxes look kind of big on him too, so maybe they are bigger. I guess Raphael is Roadblock. Michelangelo is Shipwreck. He comes with a pigeon instead of Polly, which I think that's pretty funny. I don't really know who Donatello is supposed to be. He's like a mechanic or something like that. I think Destro with as Krang is pretty interesting, and of course Cobra Commander and Shredder is pretty funny. And the Dreadnoks, they're doing Ripper and Buzzer, it looks like. But I can't figure out. I looked at Donatello over and over again. I have no idea who he's crossing.
Is he Dial Tone?
Yeah, maybe Dial Tone. Yeah, I guess that would make sense.
Because
Yeah.
he's got like the headset and stuff.
Yeah. Looks like Dial Tone. That's cool. Very good.
This will be one of the last things that they do because their Playmates is losing the license to Mattel.
Mm-hmm. Well, Mattel's stepping up that. They're stepping up that game, huh? They got the
39 years Playmates had that license.
So now Mattel has DC and Turtles
Mm-hmm.
and WWE.
Yep.
So yeah, they're in the game. Which means if you collect Turtles, you're getting all new waves. You're going through the same thing DC collectors have gone through here.
They'll make them 6-inch scale though. That's Mattel's thing. Everything's scaled.
Yeah, yeah. Do you think they'll do the thing where they'll do little kids lines, collector lines, stuff like that?
Probably because Ninja Turtles. I think the Playmates toys still do well with little kids.
Yeah.
Because they kept that $10 price point throughout all this nonsense.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wonder what these turtle figures will be though.
The pricing thing is so ridiculous where like Hasbro releases a Marvel Legend and they'll go, it's $27.99. It comes with 2 hands, no interchangeable head, one stupid effect they used before, but that's what it is. It's part of a wave, you know. Even if it doesn't have a Build-A-Figure piece, it's that price. But then they'll do the retro line and they'll be like, well, those are $24.99. Why? Why are they
just on a card?
Why are they $3? Well, they're on a card. That card has more cardboard on it than the fucking package does. Like it has more plastic, more cardboard. Like I don't understand their thoughts, but you know, whatever. I did today get this though. Do you remember this Death's Head figure that was a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive?
Oh yeah,
he's
cool.
A few years ago, he was like $39, something like that. He was $17 on Amazon last night.
You can't pass that up.
And his box
They'll never do him again.
His box is kind of destroyed, and I'm like, yeah, I like him. He's cool. He was in Transformer comics back in the day. I'm gonna put him over there with Crystar and
has the old Fleer card format.
Yeah, it does. It does. Yeah. So there you go. Ken, any toy news?
I don't think so. Hasn't been too many announcements like toy wise for wrestling. So no, other than that Dino Riders knockoff I sent you guys today on Instagram. But
how dumb were those?
Well, it looks like they're the cheap Walmart toys, like that Adventure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't even show the dinosaurs in that video you sent. It was just like the center of their bellies is what it was.
I hate those two guys. Those two guys are the fucking worst.
Somebody just needs to do Dino Riders. I think Mattel owns that too.
Hey, if Super 7 does Visionaries and Visionaries hits, it could be the beginning of the end for like for me. It could be the beginning of the end for me because they could launch into all of that and be like,
Can you imagine how much Dino Riders would cost today?
Oh yeah, I don't know if
they were expensive in the 80s.
I don't know if they could do Dino Riders like they could do the figures of the like the Rulons and the people and all that, but they couldn't do the dinosaurs. Christ, the dragon for Dungeons and Dragons was $350. The fucking Brontosaurus, whatever, would be like $1,000.
I mean, if the only way they could do that was if they had a line of the figures that were 6-inch scale.
Yeah.
And then they did the dinosaurs on like an 8-inch scale with like a 1-inch tall
micro
figure.
figures. Yeah, little figures. Yeah.
Because the Dino Rider figures are what, 2.5 inches, I think. They were small.
They were small. Yeah, they were like mass figures. Yeah.
But they worked.
I don't understand Super 7 people that collect reaction figures. I don't get it. Unless you're putting it on your wall, you know, like I liked a lot of the DC or the Marvel Mattel like throwback ones because the box art was cool. They were $7 when they first came out and I bought them.
So were reaction figures. Now they're $25-$30.
So reaction figures now are like $22 or $22, $23, $24. And people are like, boy, if they do Visionaries, I don't want to pay the $65 for the figure. Just do reaction. And I'm like, so you'll pay $25 for a piece of shit. Where I'd rather have the good figure that I'll never have to buy another one ever again because it looks that good. I don't get reaction.
They're cool for what they are. Like for the nostalgia feel of them.
When they were cheap. They were very cool.
When they were cheap. When they were $10 or less, that's the price point for those figures.
Yeah.
They should not be above $10.
Yeah, like
they're basically a Happy Meal toy.
Yeah, because they're not a good figure. It's just the box art's cool. Because G.I. Joe Reaction, which I see some of them, I go, these are kind of cool. That's neat that they're doing these different...
They changed the G.I. Joe ones. They now have, like, the articulation and stuff.
Yeah, they're coming more to, like, being, like, the reissue.
Those are called Reaction Plus.
Yeah. Reaction
They're
Plus.
redoing all the Turtles now in Reaction Plus figures.
Yeah, for $25.
They have re-released the 4 Turtles in Reaction figures using the exact same molds. I think at least 15, 20 times.
Well, they just announced a Super 7 new Turtle Wave, too.
Yeah, that's what the Reaction Plus ones.
Yeah.
So they're the original figures.
Oh, that's not Ultimates. That was just Reaction Plus.
Yeah, those are they're the 3 3/4 inch figures with the better articulation.
I don't understand Super 7 at all. Like, they had a big
People have to be buying it because they're pumping the stuff out.
I mean, like, they had a big announcement years ago. They were like, they're basically running out with the Thundercat line and aren't going to do anymore. And then I just saw a week ago, here's a brand new wave of Thundercats of characters you've never heard of before, obscure characters. Then they released another wave of Silverhawks, which I thought they were done with altogether. But, you know, they released those Silverhawks no one's ever heard of. They were from the later show that I don't even remember. Speaking of Silverhawks, one of mine yesterday, for no reason, just decided to topple forward, fall off the shelf, landed right on his foot and broke his entire foot. Snapped right off.
Super 7 figures are pretty fragile.
They are. They look cool, but they're fragile.
Not reaction figures because there's no moving parts on them. But
Yeah. And when you dive bomb off my high shelves, it happens. All right. I think that was good. Some good toy news there. Sports, we already talked about the Super Bowl and all that shit. My page just refreshed, and I don't know what the hell's going on with it. Anybody watching the Olympics?
Yep.
What are you liking about it?
Yeah, we've been watching it when we get home from school every day.
Yeah. We watch it every night, and we're watching. Typically, the recaps are like whatever's on TV. But I got Peacock just for the Super Bowl and for the Olympics.
They really do a good job with their Olympic coverage on there.
Oh yeah, it's great. If you're in the Olympics, the Peacock's great. It's the best thing that's the only thing they do well on that app.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all organized. You can easily find anything you're looking for.
Yeah, it's good. You can go watch it anytime you want. You go right to the curling area, pick up what you want.
Yeah, and you can watch like an event in its entirety, from like the qualifier to the final.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you just put it on and it plays through.
Hockey started today. I know the U.S. men did really well. They beat up on like Croatia or something like that. Right? Latvia, that's right. Canada did the same as well. Ken, what's your favorite sport? You've been watching a lot of curling?
I've been trying to. I haven't had a ton of time to watch it, get real into it, but I do watch curling. My wife, Mindy, she loves watching figure skating, so I don't know what it is with women in figure skating.
I don't know what it is either, but I can't stand figure skating.
That Ilya guy is pretty cool, though.
If I hear the fucking quad god reference one more time.
Forget that quad thing. I like the guile kick that he does. Have you seen this guy do this thing?
That backflip.
He does a backflip on one leg.
That backflip is amazing. However, I will say he is not the first person to do it in competition.
No. It was banned for a while. People would do it when they knew that they were like out of contention.
Yeah.
Is it
dangerous? It was an automatic point deduction.
Apparently. I mean, you're doing a backflip with razor blades on your tied to your feet.
You're gonna cut someone's head off, like in Blades of Glory or whatever.
Did you guys see Todd Richards' hot mic moment?
No, who's Todd Richards?
He's a snowboarder. He does the commentary for all the snowboarding events.
Okay.
And after the finals of the Big Air competition, I think it was, like 20 seconds after he had thought they'd gone to commercial break, and he was on a hot mic. He goes, "That was boring. That was so boring. The qualifier was so much better."
Oh my god.
Lindsey Vaughn got hurt really bad. That was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Skiing with an ACL injury.
So yeah, no business being on that mountain.
Nope.
Yeah.
I know you want to compete, but I mean that's just, you put all those rescue people's lives in danger and stuff, and
yeah, it was wild. I've been watching some speed skating. Jake Paul's fiance, won a gold and set a record. I watched her race. That was crazy. She was fucking flying.
Yeah, that speed skating is nuts.
Speed skating.
How fast a lot of these events are ridiculous.
Oh, it's nuts.
Like the downhill skiing. These are human beings not in a vehicle going 75, 80 miles an hour down a hill.
And then they do that skeleton. Skeleton is fucking insane. The way they're flying down there, it's nuts. Yeah, these people are wild. It's crazy though, and I mean, yeah, obviously my favorite has been the curling. I love the couples gold medal match. That was really good. They lost, they won a silver, the U.S., but I don't know. I was really into it. I'm starting to understand the rules more. I was telling Justin about the rules of it. Where if you understand it a little bit more, it makes it a little bit more fun to watch.
Isn't it basically cornhole?
It is cornhole. A lot of people think it's like points for getting closer to the circle. That none of that has anything to do with it.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It's just a target. But yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting watching the strategy and how they hit it and do all that stuff. And it's like any other sport. They use a lot of words for no reason that you don't need to call it that. It's like, oh, they have the hammer at the end. Like, they just throw last. That's all you have to say. They throw last. You have to make it sound cooler that they have the hammer and all that. They just throw last. Hammer! Mm-hmm. So the women are going now. The U.S. women won one today and lost one. I had it on during the day, so. Pretty cool. Pretty fun. So wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
I said we have like
Braun Breaker's out.
I said we have like a fun topic to do, but before we get that, we're just gonna do a little bit of news. Brock, did you have any like wrestling news topics that you wanted to cover? Anything you saw this week? We don't have to go into a
Braun
lot.
Breaker is out indefinitely with a hernia.
Yeah, it looks like he got hurt when he flipped the desk over.
Yeah.
Is what they're saying. How's a guy that big and strong hurt himself flipping that desk over?
Hernias are weird, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean they say he could be back for Mania. They don't know, So.
I guess it depends on how bad it was.
Yeah.
And where it ended up.
Right.
When I had my inguinal hernia, my doctor said, quote, it was the worst he'd ever seen in 30 years.
Yeah.
Jesus.
That's not something you ever want to hear from a doctor.
No.
No, not at all. Whenever they call in these attractive young medical students, hey, come see this guy.
Look at this thing. Yeah, I had a high anal hernia, but yeah. Crazy. Ken, did you have any wrestling topics?
No, not really.
So we're going to do a Mount Rushmore topic here. Bring that back. We're going to do that here in a minute. But before we talk about it, I watched Dynamite last night, and we had talked last week about, and I'm sure you two saw this, the big news was going around about how Tommaso Ciampa showed up there, won the TNT title, and a lot of people were like, see, this is how you book a superstar, this is what you do, and blah, 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 blah. So he was going to be on Dynamite. I had Dynamite on while I was working, and they had a couple good segments on. Kenny Omega and Swerve had a nice little heated debate in the beginning. That's something to look a good match they would have. Moxley's out there doing his dumb stuff, of course, Death Rider nonsense. Private Party returned and then lost. The Bucks won the number one contendership and all that. The Rascals debuted. They got pinned. So it was a typical Dynamite. I did think that Tekla won the world title off Chris Statlander. I actually thought that was a pretty good match. I don't know if you guys saw that all or not, but that was good. I like her. I think she's pretty good. She's a good heel champion, so that's good. That was a good main event. But they had Ciampa defend the TNT title against Kyle Fletcher, and I started watching it, and instantly I got into it. I was like, wow, this is good. Like, I think Kyle Fletcher is one of the best wrestlers on the planet. I really think he is really underrated how good he really is for his young age. Like, he is really talented. I don't know if you two are fans of him or not, but I like him. I like Kyle. And
I
him.
feel like he didn't really have much of a singles run on the Indies. Like, he was part of the United Kingdom.
He was always in a tag team.
Yeah, he was in a tag team with the dude that's now with Jake something. I forget the name.
Yeah, he was with Mark Davis. Yeah.
Yeah.
Aussie Open.
Yeah.
That's it.
They had a great song though. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. But yeah, but he's good. So they're having a really good match. Best match I've seen all week on all wrestling television. I was really into it. And like it came down to the end, and now, what's his name? Kyle was a champion there before, a TNT championship before, and then kind of lost it to Briscoe in a hardcore match. So Ciampa hits him with a knee, catches him with his finisher. Kyle kicks out. Ciampa gets back up again, hits him with another move, takes the knee pad off, hits the knee again. 1, 2, 3, kicks out at 3. Like he's like knocked out, kicks out again. He then hits him with like a power driver, picks him up, bare knee again, hits him again, he kicks out again. He takes him again, beats him up again, hits him with a fourth knee, kicks out again, just keeps kicking out. By then I was completely annoyed with this match. Like it was a minute where I was like, wow, if this is going to be stuff that's on Dynamite, this is good. Like Ciampa really looks like a star here. And then they just fucked all his finishes. Like, you can't beat Kyle Fletcher at all with any of your moves. He threw everything but the kitchen sink at him. I think he would need a goddamn sledgehammer maybe next time if he tried. And then Kyle Fletcher picks him up and hits him with like 18 moves in a row, pins him, wins the title. He was champ for 11 days, which I think is the stupidest booking I've ever seen.
Yep.
And people were like, well, they wanted Kyle to go to Australia. Do you know this Australian show that they're doing on Sundays not even televised?
What?
It's not on anything. It's on in the middle of the day. It's not on anything. They're gonna have a replay of it maybe on Max next week, but you can't watch it. And they have all these matches. Brody King going after the world title at MJF. You have all these, big things that they're doing, and Hangman and Andrade for the number one contender. You can't watch it. It's like. So I saw AEW like defenders going like, this is all part of the storyline. Like Ciampa's now moving up to the main talent level. He's going to be feuding with Moxley and those guys. I'm like, why would he go up? He couldn't beat Kyle with every move that he had. Like, look, I don't even care as much as that he held the title for 11 days. Why do you have to do 18,000 kickouts of all his moves? You basically said his moveset is shit.
Yeah.
It don't beat nobody. It can't beat him. Maybe next time you have to do. They're like, well, the rematch will be even better. I'm like, oh, he's gonna have to murder him. Is the only way, because apparently Kyle Fletcher will lose to like John Moxley off one of his DDTs. It makes no sense. Or Okada gave him his clothesline and he pinned him. I'm like, the clothesline hurts worse than a fucking knee to the head. Like. It makes no sense, and they still defend this horseshit that it's like so good. So I don't even know where you. This sounds like total Tony Khan booking of like, this is a new toy I had. We'll give him the title. Everybody will freak out, and then he's gone.
Oh, it's also he's got a book to whatever town he's going to. It's the whatever. I don't know why. If it's not being aired, what's it matter if Kyle Fletcher has a belt?
So
can he just show up there and wrestle?
So Ken, let's say that's true. Then wouldn't you have built this match and had him beat him in Australia so he can win the title in his hometown? Because right after it's done, Mark Briscoe challenges him and he's going to fight Briscoe again, who just had it. Makes no sense. Makes no sense. I did see a great wrestling comment this week, which kind of cracked me up, where a guy, I just like to read the comments. I wasn't involved in it, but a guy commented and said, John Moxley and the Death Riders is everything that Roman Reigns and a Bloodline wish they could have been. And they said the way they handled it, the way his run went, which was a year, and then he said, and then afterwards, the stories that they're telling now is so much better than anything that they did with the Bloodline. And the first comment, the guy said, so you would have been happy after Roman lost the belt to Cody that he got pinned by a bunch of jobbers for about 2 months straight, and then entered a tournament to win the United States Championship, and then have the rest of the Bloodline be bad while he, is like a good guy now telling everybody how great it is to wrestle there. He's like, yeah, that really makes a whole lot of fucking sense.
Makes no sense.
But, they love that shit. Anyway, a good thing was at least I like them seeing pushing Tekla. I think she's good, so good for Tekla. So we'll go to our little thing that we're going to do. We're going to start with tag teams.
We want to do all tonight, or do you want to spread this out over a few weeks?
Well, I just figured we can go into different topics, like managers, whatever. Do you want to spread it out? What would you like?
It doesn't matter to me. I was just wondering if you wanted to.
I think we could fill a little time and do this. We're, we got like 15 more minutes maybe or whatever. Let's start with tag teams. Brock, is your Mount Rushmore all time of tag teams?
All right. And I'm going to try and I'm going to keep this. I have a reason for each one of them. For
good
influence, the Road Warriors.
Okay.
Nobody was copied more than that team. They were successful everywhere they went.
Agree.
They weren't that great in the ring, but as far as like just being a presence and popular and winning and things like that, they were great.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put because of their influence, the Hardy Boys.
Okay.
They've been copied by just about everybody and had great runs all over the world. Every place they've gone, they've won titles and had great success. I'm gonna put the Hart Foundation on there, the original version of it, because it was like the classic bigger guy with an athlete kind of duo. I wish they had a longer run. They probably had the shortest run of everybody on my list.
Mm-hmm.
But I just like that formula, like the big powerhouse comes in, makes the big hot tag kind of deal. And then my all-time, I think the best tag team of all time is the Dudley Boys.
Okay. Very interesting. Ken, what about yours?
So, I have to go. I'm doing the Mount Rushmore of people that I enjoyed watching.
Okay.
Like, who do I...
It's your Mount Rushmore. You can do it any way you want.
So, like, and it speaks for what I liked in wrestling. And so I think mine kind of goes in eras. And so I first, put down the Road Warriors.
Mm-hmm.
The Road Warriors, I remember seeing them as a child on television being like, oh my God, look at these guys.
Mm-hmm.
They're monsters. They dominated. They would come in as babyface or heel. And, like, no matter where I would watch him, where I'd watch them, I know exactly what to expect from them. Their promos, even though they weren't great, were good enough to, tell them, Hawk. The whole, like...
Yeah.
It was the intensity and, like, everything.
You knew it was coming each time, but you still fucking loved it every time you said it. Yeah.
It was the time, like, you didn't need pyro or music to have mystique, but you see these guys come out and like, holy shit, they're gonna fuck things up. It's like, it's very much that aura with the Road Warriors, and it goes the same way in the next era when it is the Dudley Boys. Seeing them in ECW be entertaining on the mic and getting so much heat from the crowd, and then, like, in ECW, whenever, like, there's no rules, there's nothing, like, everything's, like, going crazy, and then, like, even when you incorporate, like, Joel Gerdner and Sign Guy Dudley, and then, like, Big Dick Dudley, and like that whole presentation, and then you get them to, and nothing really drops off when they go to WWE, and then they go to TNA, and, like, these two teams, like, won belts everywhere. Like,
they were very good there, yeah.
They, they were charismatic. They had an aura to them, and they were entertaining everywhere they went. And I'm going to get shit for this, but I think number 3 on my list is the Young Bucks. As a more modern day, like, swarmy heels, like, them in the Bullet Club was great to watch. Like, I love watching the Bucks wrestle in their prime, like, getting over, doing crazy spots, getting championships everywhere they went. Like, I'm probably the only person that liked them as Generation Me and TNA.
Generation Me was great.
But, like, it was good stuff.
I did not like Generation Me, but yes.
And then I had to put as my third as
4th.
The team that kind of got me back at, like, I look at it this way. If it wasn't for the New Day, I wouldn't be back into wrestling because I got away from it. We watched it on, like, Thursdays, but, like, I was like, all right, the New Day's it. Like, I bought a shirt.
Yeah.
Like, I was in, and I think they were
my honorable mention.
You look at all of them individually doing their solo runs, how entertaining they were. I had a hard time picking the 4th, but as soon as I thought about them, I'm like, look at belts they've amassed individually and together, and if they were able to, I think that they're the one tag team that can stay in WWE and still be recognized globally, because if they went anywhere else, it would have been the same thing. Like, I think that they could go anywhere and win championships, but that's my 4.
There you go. Do you have any favorite tag teams, Justin?
Not tag teams.
None stick out that you remember from the back in the day?
I remember the ones that these guys have talked about. But I can't think of anybody else outside. Like, when Brock first mentioned the Road Warriors, I was like, I think those are the dudes with the shoulder pads. And I went and looked. I'm like, yeah, okay, those. Yeah, I was like, I remember those guys. Those guys were cool.
Okay. Mine. First one for me, Heart Foundation. I think when I first started watching wrestling, they were the first tag team I saw, and I thought, like, that's what a tag team looks like. The outfits matched. They work well together. I love the Hitman's look back in that day. Always a Heart Foundation. I didn't know the Road Warriors are, of course, on my list too. I didn't know them until they came to the WWE. I was a WWF kid, so I didn't watch a lot of of the other things. I didn't see them as the Road Warriors, but when they debuted as the Legion of Doom, obviously being a superhero fan and loving the Legion of Doom from the cartoon, I loved the name right away. And then you saw them, and when you talked about Ken, like they didn't need an entrance song, I loved their WWF entrance song. Like,
Oh yeah.
when they would hit that What a Rush thing, then they would play that music and come down on the fucking Harleys. Like, nothing would get me more like ready to go than the Legion of Doom and the WWF. Just like you, Ken, something that's near and dear to you. For me, it's the Outsiders. Yours is the Young Bucks. Mine's the Outsiders. Probably technically wise, not a great thing, but the guy that could work in the big man combo, the Outsiders just changed the game for me. They got me
I
to
wish
like.
I had a longer run.
Me too.
I do too, but they got me to watch WCW. I never watched WCW. Like, I was strictly a WWF mark, and then like they went there and I turned that on, and like I never went back. Like, that became my favorite show because of them. I was all in on all that. And then like you, Ken, I have the New Day on here. I think the New Day were fantastic. I think they saved tag team wrestling. I think their heel runs were so good. Their
The heel
baby,
run, when they were with the League of Nations,
yeah,
that was like their best work, I think.
their babyface work was great. So yeah, they were definitely on my list. I loved the New Day. Justin, do you know any female wrestlers before we name any? Any hit you?
No, I mean I know some names, but I couldn't put together a Mount Rushmore. But yeah, I mean there's names out. Charlotte Flair, Ronda Rousey, which I don't think she's very popular, but when she came in from her credible MMA stuff and then made the transition into WWE, I thought that was pretty cool.
Okay.
But other than that, Trish Stratus from back in the day.
All right.
So
There you go.
I know some names. I don't know any histories.
Well,
That's a pretty good list.
We'll go to Ken first for yours. Ken, who's on yours?
All right, let me look and see. So I had a hard time with this because
Me too.
It was tough for me to find who I enjoyed most. Like, who's someone that's like, okay, where's a match where I like the person when they're cutting promos, I like their heel work, I like their face work. And the first person that came to mind was Mickie James. I've always enjoyed Mickie James. I think she's great in whatever she's done. Rest in peace, Mickie James. She did die at that horrible train whenever James Storm pushed her in front of a train. But
she's alive. She's alive and well.
And then I was like, okay, and then I'm trying to think of all right, what's some other, I thought of instantly, and I think this is Trish Stratus and Lita.
Yeah.
The two of them are kind of intertwined with starting credible women's wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Not just bra and panties matches, not just whatever. And also too, Trish got to interact with both of them. Trish was great when I had a personal interaction with her. Very nice people. Same with Mickie James. I met her. She was very nice as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last thing, I wanted to put someone who I think is in the middle of it kind of thing, like someone who's entertaining in all aspects, and I did Becky Lynch. I think Becky Lynch out of that 4 horsewomen, with her body of work right now, is probably the standout star of that. I feel like she's going to be the one when you look back for pure in-ring creativity and entertainment value. I go Becky Lynch. So
nice.
That's my.
I'll go second this time. Mickie James is my favorite female wrestler of all time. I love Mickie James. I love everything she's ever done. I love the showing character and being this crazy person. She developed really cool characters. She always had good matches. She always looked fantastic. Mickie was my girl. Mickey's still my girl. I love Mickie James. Trish is on my list because I think Trish is just the definition of a female superstar. I was never a big Lita person. Lita always kind of bored me, so I left her off my list. And then I went more modern, and I had to put Charlotte and Becky on there because I think both of them have changed the wrestling game that paved the way for all these fantastic wrestlers that are there now. Now, I think going forward in 10 years, you do this list again, I think people like Rhea Ripley and Tiffany Stratton. There's a lot of people that could have some really good careers. This list is going to only get bigger and bigger and harder to do from some of these girls. Bianca, a lot of these girls going forward.
And that's the thing. I think that is, barring an injury, it's going to change
a lot.
This is the one Mount Rushmore is the longer that you start seeing these people like even the Chelsea Greens love
Chelsea.
She's someone that probably is like right now my favorite women's wrestler. Her and Shotzi.
She got hurt. Chelsea. She's hurt.
Yeah, she broke her ankle.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be just a tweak, but then it came out that it's broke. So she'll probably
Yeah.
But
it's unfortunate.
Yeah.
She's having a good run.
Brock, who's on your list? Sorry, go ahead, Ken. What were you saying?
I was just going to say the face, whenever she comes back, the face run that Chelsea Green's going to have when she comes back.
Honestly, this might be the best thing that could happen to her at this point because she is playing a heel character. She is very over, but like they're not giving her that next level. If she comes back as a baby face and like saves somebody or wins something or does something like that, it could be a big push for her.
And sorry, not to cut you off, Brian. Her entrance music sets up a great return because it's like when it's any entrance name that says your name at the beginning of it is great for a return.
Yeah,
like it's gonna pop.
But they'll do something dumb and give her new music for a return.
Yeah, well, hopefully they don't. Hopefully they don't. But you're probably right. All right, go ahead, Brock.
This was a tough one for me. I think you have to have Trish and Lita on there, but you have to have both on there because I feel like you can't have one without the other because they're both equally influential.
Yeah, they're kind of like the same.
It's tough. It is tough.
Like, who do you pick out of the two of them?
It comes more to if you like it, who you like. Like, that's why I picked Trish over Lita.
So I'll put both of them on there. Becky Lynch, I think, is the best thing they have going right now as far as, like, changing the game and, like, she was the first woman she main evented. There was a women's main event at WrestleMania because of Becky Lynch.
Right. Mm-hmm. And that was all
and
her.
How she got herself over. And,
a real main event, not a night one or a night two. A real main event.
The main event. And I'm going to go for a throwback one. I think if this person would have came up in this era of wrestling, she might have been the biggest star in the world, and that's Sherry Martel.
Okay.
You know what, Brock, you're not wrong. Because talk about someone who, unfortunately, whenever she was, I only know her really as a valet, but talk about getting heel heat at the drop of a hat. And also, I think, if she would have came around now, she had the size, the athleticism.
She was very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very, very good in everything she did. Yep. All right, we're going to go to male wrestlers. Justin is going to participate in this one.
Yes.
So we will let him go first.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
Shut up, Ken. So I kind of went eras, and I didn't watch all the way up into modern wrestling.
Right.
But I kind of went back and forth between Hogan and Andre, and at first I had them both. But I think I'm going to go back, and I think it's just going to be Hogan. Mm-hmm. Because I don't think wrestling exists today if he doesn't come around. Mm-hmm. I think he was that popular, and I think he did a lot for the sport, despite his sometimes negative past.
Yeah.
So Hogan's on there. I think for me, I think I have to put The Rock on there. I don't really care for him, but I think he did a lot for wrestling. Mm-hmm. It was hard between him and Cena. Mm-hmm. Again, I didn't really watch much of that era, but they are so well known that I even knew them from that. Okay. But I'm gonna go with The Rock.
Hogan and The Rock. Go ahead.
Stone Cold, I think, would have to be on mine, and then I did. I narrowed it down. It's The Rock's. it's Hogan, The Rock, Cena, and Stone Cold.
Okay. There you go. All right, I'll go next. Mine. This was hard. This was harder than I thought it was going to be, writing some of these down. So I was struggling with, am I going to do Flair, am I going to do Hogan? And I ended up putting them both on because I feel like they were both so much more. I know people put Andre on there, and I know that and all that, but like I looked into some things like, you know, to me Hulk Hogan, like Justin said, is like the reason that it went mainstream. But to me, Ric Flair is the reason you have heels that are cool nowadays, where people love a good heel and they love the heel is cool and you want to be like the heel. Like the stuff he did with the Horsemen and the way he was, I have a hard time leaving Ric Flair off that list for everything that he was. I didn't even watch his shows and I knew who the fuck Ric Flair was. Like I knew it. And like I also think that like later on when he came in late to the WWE and he was in the end of his career, he still did so many great things and a lot of really cool angles and matches and things and storylines. So Flair and Hogan had to be on my list. Next for me, I was at a lot of wrestling back in the day, especially in the 90s, and I still to this day don't ever think I've ever heard anyone get a pop like Stone Cold Steve Austin. I've never seen a crowd lose their fucking mind when glass would shatter like Stone Cold would. Like, there's just something about Stone Cold in that era, and I think he's another one who invented a trope of the anti-hero, where that was Stone Cold. He didn't have any affiliations, he didn't have anything, he just came out and kicked people's ass. Like, I just fucking loved Stone Cold. He was so amazing. The fourth spot, I tried to go more modern, and I feel like modern wrestling on Mount Rushmore gets ignored a lot. But like for me, it's John Cena. I really wanted to put Roman because you know how much I like Roman, and I think Roman is having an unbelievable career with everything that he's doing. And I feel like if that continues and he does a little bit more, I may replace one of these guys with him just because of the impact he's having on that, but he's not there yet. For me, it's still Cena with everything he did in that 20-year career to really save wrestling when wrestling was really boring. So I'll end up with Hogan, Flair, Stone Cold, and John Cena. Leaving off The Undertaker's hard for me, but like, I don't know, like for a lot of his stuff I wasn't into, and I felt like he would disappear for a long time. And The Rock's another one for me that I don't really get. Like his time, I feel like he was a bigger movie star than he was a wrestler. His time as wrestling was very small. Then it was just like little comebacks here and there. So that's what I was going with. Brock, what do you got?
I agree with you on The Rock. I think if he would have hung around wrestling longer, he could have been a bigger, more important to me, I guess. He couldn't be a bigger star than he is,
okay,
or was. I'm gonna go. I'm kind of did the whole eras thing too. If I had to choose between Hogan and Flair, I'm choosing Ric Flair.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to put Ric Flair there. And then I'm going to put Shawn Michaels just for the in-ring work and for the influence.
Mm-hmm.
And then Steve Austin, like you said, that pop, being there live for that and being a part of that. He's another one that, his career was cut short from injury. Mm-hmm. But, just the impact. Like, just think of the moments that he had in that 5-year span of the Attitude Era.
Mm-hmm.
Like everything kind of revolved around him, and it was all good.
The matches, the moments, everything.
Mm-hmm. And then just because of longevity and accomplishment, you got to put John Cena on there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very good, very solid. How about you, Ken?
All right, so I just talked about what I liked, like what I popped for and what I enjoyed.
I'm doing in my head which ones I'm going to guess right for you, so I'm not saying it. So go ahead.
Okay. All right. So first off, if it wasn't for Andre the Giant, I wouldn't have gone into professional wrestling. WrestleMania 3, seeing him turn heel, getting captivated in that whole story with Hogan and ripping the cross off his chest, and him saying you always didn't value me as a friend and you always hid because you didn't want to fight me for the championship. Like storytelling to me in professional wrestling is WrestleMania 3, and it's the there's nothing. I have a WrestleMania 3 program, and I have Hogan on my list too. So that's the two. Like that's two right there, Andre and Hogan. But Andre's the one for me first. Hogan is just like as a kid, and then even when you're a teenager, and like, and he turned, and then NWO, and like the NWO is cool, and like he becomes this heel, and then he flips back and has to come back in WWE. Like, you know, I know all of his transgressions, but it's tough to not have a guy that was that much in the zeitgeist of our childhood not still be a part of this, you know.
Right.
Then there's always the question of Brett or Sean, and I have never, like, I left Brett off my tag team list. I'm going to leave Brett off of my, you know, Mount Rushmore. I understand he's a good worker, but I don't need to watch a guy shovel really well. I want to be entertained, so I pick Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels in my top 4. The DX stuff, like, I always loved. Even whenever he would lose his smile, come back as commissioner, he was always entertaining. Even as cross-eyed Shawn Michaels nowadays is retired Shawn, still entertaining. And like the ladder match with Razor at WrestleMania 10, like there's just like matches that you know, if it wasn't for him putting over Stone Cold, I know he was already big, but Stone Cold that WrestleMania, what was that? 14, yeah. Like that match with Tyson, I really think is another quintessential wrestling moment that kind of shoots things off at another level. Like that he had a big part of, you know, shooting that projection, you know, the industry in that forward projection. And the last one is this one's the weird one, but I stand behind it because this is the guy that got me into, I think, realizing the different companies as a kid. Like, all right, I saw him as, you know, this guy in WCW, and I loved him. And then I saw him in ECW, and I thought he was great. And then I see him in WWE now, and he's a different character. So Mick Foley, to me, has been my favorite wrestler forever. And to see him, like, finding his death matches in Japan and being like, oh, my God, this is a thing. Like, if it wasn't for Cactus Jack, like, being... Because I always liked the monsters or, like, the weird, like, characters. Cactus Jack in WCW jumping off the apron and doing the elbow drop and, like, fighting Vader and then teaming with Vader, you know, like, and Abdullah Butcher in WCW. And then, but finding out about, like, the deathmatch wrestling and extreme stuff and be like, oh, my God, he's a guy that kind of was my tour guide for different types of wrestling. And I could just follow him and be like, oh, this is interesting. Like, Japan wrestling's this big. Oh, what's this? You know, what's this death match? You know, King of the Death Match tournament. Oh my God, there's a guy that dresses up like Leatherface and he wrestles in Japan. Oh, that's the guy who was Corporal Kirshner in the 80s. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's hard for me not to put him on. Like, I know the Cenas and the Rocks and the whatever and whoever else the Romans, but I mean, Mick Foley was my tour guide to teach me about professional wrestling. So
I got 3 out of 4 right.
Michaels threw you.
Michaels threw me. I had Taker in there instead. In my list for you, I said in my head it's going to be Hogan and Andre because I know how much he loves that. And I said it's going to be Mick Foley. I know how much he loves Foley. And I thought Taker because of the corporate ministry. And that's where I was going. So you threw me. I almost got 4 out of 4.
Taker is close. Like, Taker to me, but you know what my problem with Taker putting him on here is I like people that can change, I think, and adapt. And Taker becoming the American Badass is not enough of a reinvention for me. Like, you know, like, knowing who Cactus Jack was and then seeing Mick Foley being like, man, that was Cactus. You know, like, seeing that character was like a change. Like, it was big. So.
Yeah, the American Badass was kind of a dumb era.
I mean, I get it. It was a time where everything was it was smart for him to switch because everything was so uber realistic.
Yeah.
But, you know, a walking, you know, Paul Bear isn't gonna, you know, just, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Taker was a tough one for me because I never really.
Taker's tough for a lot of reasons. He doesn't transcend to a global presence like The Rock, the Cena.
It just always became this novelty thing of, well, here's Undertaker and his streak and does, you know, like I don't know, like I I liked him as. I never really liked him much as a villain too. I always kind of thought he was a weird villain, but I don't know. Different. A lot of cases for a lot of different people. That's for sure.
Yeah, there's no one that I'd be like, I disagree with it. Like, it's all,
Unless I put Chris Benoit on there or something like that.
I never found, I thought he was a good wrestler, but I never found him like, oh, that Chris Benoit promo really got me. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like if you're a guy that, like, when I see other wrestlers do this, if you're like a wrestling purist, everybody always starts with Bret Hart. And, like, I don't know. Bret Hart always annoyed me. Like, much as I liked the Hart Foundation back in the day, afterwards, Bret just became so fucking annoying to me and everything he was in.
It's
Bill
tough.
Goldberg.
Yeah. But also, too, it's just like, he never... When was Bret Hart never not just Bret Hart? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
there's never a time where babyface Bret Hart and heel Bret Hart was the exact same Bret Hart.
Yeah, yeah.
The crowd just got smart enough to, like, there was no change in his promos to me.
Yeah.
I felt like he was always, the best promo, Brock, is El Dandy. Like,
Yeah.
what memorable Bret Hart promos other than that one was like, how dare you doubt El Dandy when he was trying to be a little bit funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I don't know if he was trying to be funny in that. It just was funny.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I used to
He's
love...
a serious professional.
There's nothing I used to love more in, like, 90s Attitude Era wrestling than something going on in the ring and Stone Cold had to make the save. Because, like, he never made it with a chair or anything else. He just come in the ring and beat everybody up by himself, stunning everybody as they ran towards him one at a time.
Yeah.
It used to get me. You would sit there. I remember being at like, the Civic Arena and being like, oh, they're getting beat up in the ring, and everybody's just like, oh, come on. And you knew it was coming, but you're still, like, on edge. And that glass would hit, and you'd lose your fucking mind over it. People would go nuts over it. I feel, even to this day, that glass breaks. People still goes nuts.
Yeah.
The biggest pop I ever witnessed live was there was an Iron Man match between Chris Benoit and Triple H, and it was interrupted by Eugene, and that place went absolutely insane. Eugene was over.
No.
Eugene's a strange character. If we want to dive into that, whoever thought that would be a good...
I think the coolest live intro I ever saw is I got to witness a Nitro with a full NWO at Duquesne's place in Pittsburgh. I was sitting, like, ringside for it. That was pretty sweet.
With a full NWO, it took 2 years.
like a big when they had a lot of people. It was like a big end. You know when they used to start Nitro with, like, the entire NWO coming out, and I was sitting there right at it. It was like Vicious and Delicious, and then the Outsiders, and it was it was all it was Steiner. It was a good NWO. It wasn't just like a couple of them, And they're too sweet in the whole crowd, They're like, man, this is fucking crazy. This is great.
Too sweet.
Too sweet.
I taught my kids how to do Too Sweet.
Oh.
You got to learn it.
Leona's the best. My 2-year-old.
There you go. See, you did a wrestling subject there.
I did.
Any breaking news?
No, I was too busy doing wrestling stuff, so I didn't get a chance to look at it.
All right. Well, that's all we got for today. Ken, take us out.
All right, everyone, please like, share, subscribe, invite, tell your friends, and have a great evening.
And?
Kiss your mother in the mouth for me.
And there you go.
Later.